Baseball's boring. What the fuck?
The camera's on me for
I know. No.
Your team doesn't win. Do you even have a team?
I don't have a team anymore. I mean, I guess.
Dodgers?
No. So, like, here's the thing. My cousin is an actual baseball fan.
Yeah.
And he's a Giants fan.
Okay.
And so I can't be a Dodgers fan in his presence because that's annoying. But I'm not from Central California, or I'm from Central California, so I can either go north or south.
You can.
And I'm not going to be a Padres fan because that's stupid.
Got all about that.
Exactly. Most people do.
Yeah. I was in San Diego.
They had Barry Bonds.
Oh, that's right. That was steroid
How long
era.
ago?
That was steroid era. He was breaking records.
Hey, bro,
that they
you
took
pick your
away.
team when you're a child most of the time.
Astros have been my team since I was on the Little League team, Astros, at the age of 6.
Well, if we're on a technicality, I think I chose the A's when the Raiders were there. But then you hated the A's because if they did good, that means that the infield would be on the Raiders football field through the end of the year.
Yeah.
Or deep into October.
Yeah.
When
Don't you miss
kicking off the
that?
dirt is bullshit. No, I miss the Coliseum. I miss the Raiders having fans, yes. but-
Sammy isn't necessarily on. We're just bullshitting because Gertz is down a car and TJ went to go pick him up.
Right, and TJ's notoriously late for the show. So, anyway, I'm just saying that baseball is boring and nobody should watch it.
I watch it when my team's like in the ALCS.
I like the vibes to baseball. I don't
I
like
just like
watching
winning
baseball.
something.
Look,
I like that the coaches dress up like baseball players.
that's pretty funny. if you
Old
saw,
men dressed up like baseball players. Yeah, it's pretty silly when you think about it, right?
I mean, if you saw what's his name, Belichick wearing a football uniform, you'd kind of lose your mind a little bit.
I'd want to tackle.
I would. I would tackle
He's an
that
old
mess.
man.
Yeah, I would break his bones to make my bread. No, but the pinnacle of baseball, literally the best thing you can do, the hardest thing you can do in that game, in essence, is 2 men playing catch.
I love it.
Yeah. Perfect game.
That's what I said.
Perfect game. Guy doesn't hit the ball with the bat at all. So it's just 2 guys playing catch for 4 hours.
That's a sport I could play.
I don't. Think
Actually,
about, I don't,
you
I
had
don't know
more of a
about
chance to play that than any of the other
Any
sports.
other sport.
Yeah.
No, I think you could be good at the one where you just throw a stone and sweep.
Oh,
What is that one? Shuffleboard? No,
Curling. Yeah.
Curling.
Shuffleboard's the old man version. That's the other thing.
I'm pretty good at curling.
I bet you are.
A little bowling, maybe.
Nah,
Maybe.
bowling it's too
strenuous.
technical.
Yeah, bowling's too technical. Who do you think you are? I am.
Yeah, I met somebody that worked at the bowling alley right over there, and they were like, "Yeah, we have somebody that hits 300 2 or 3 times a week."
Great burgers.
I've heard of these burgers.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing. Baseball is just an overglorified picnic where I can't play. I would rather have a picnic and play baseball with you guys than go to a baseball
fun.
game. Because at least I can try to hit the ball at the very least.
It would not be fun to play baseball with us. We were all uncoordinated when it comes. Well, maybe it equals out because one of us is uncoordinated to throw the ball, as uncoordinated as the other person to hit the ball.
Dude, I could throw a ball. Okay, I'm not like miles per hour at all. Like I'm not tracking my throws on miles per hour. I could get it where I want it though.
How about kickball?
Yeah, that's more our
That's
speed.
more our speed.
I
Why
could hit
did
a.
that come
Let's
back?
go to the batting cages. Let's just see how good we could do at batting cages.
Anybody? Oh yeah, that's true. Just
70 miles
We
per hour.
can't throw the ball 60. Like I know that.
No,
for
but I'm
a
just saying, if we could see how good we would do at an actual batting cage.
Anybody here pickleball fan?
I don't know what the fuck that is. And all of a
It's
sudden it got
just
popular.
easier tennis.
It's it's easier than tennis, harder than ping pong.
Oh, then I'm out.
Ping pong's
middle
pretty.
ground.
Yeah, ping pong pretty hard. If
Yeah,
you
it's the middle
if you find an asshole who's really good at it, and they're just like,
They just
anytime they hold it like this with
yeah.
the palm of their hand, and they go.
that Forrest Gump.
Exactly. No, well, Forrest Gump used the actual handle because it was the 70s.
Yeah.
But now it's like the way like the
the
Chinese have revolutionized the game.
Yeah.
They hold it on the palm of their hand and they can hit it like off the side. Now there's double deeks. There's the triple
Double
deeks
deeks?
in fucking ping pong. Have you seen
the hell
this?
is this?
So what happens is the guy hits the ball back, or whoever the participant is, hits the ball back, it bounces, and then they come back, they fake a hit, and then they hit it again. And then the other guy's like, oh, he missed it because he swung on it. But no, it's a whoop, boop, and it goes boop, boop, and it's out. And the guy on the other side is like, oh, he missed. Oh no.
Right.
That's
So
too
yeah,
complicated.
no, that's where it's going now.
That's too much.
Trickeration.
Pickleball's easier then.
Well, Rakeen's brought up hockey and brawling.
Ice hockey, we would break our ankles.
No, but I
on
think
the
he's
skate.
talking about
yeah,
to watch.
True. We don't have ice here.
Hockey season did start. The Rugby World Cup is going on. There's an awesome UFC card this weekend. Like literally
violent sports.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying in general, there's so many better sports to watch than baseball. That's just what I'm trying to.
This is true,
Right.
Which is why I only watch it if my team makes it to a certain point.
And you're an
I gotta
Astros,
support
the
it.
cheaters.
Yes.
Yeah, that
It's
checks
a family
out.
thing too. My uncle
cheat?
never missed a game, and like when he died, they sent him a plaque because he was.
Oh, that's nice.
That's pretty cool.
So
The Raiders,
Astros actually.
the Raiders will send me a fucking coffin so they can let me down one more time.
Oh, they're gonna let you down. Yeah, till you die.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Until you die. They play that funky music.
Hey,
yeah,
quick question.
Hey,
Well,
which beers are fair?
all of them.
this is
He's leaving.
Damn. TJ walks in. Hey, which one of your beers are fair? What kind of week have you had, my friend? Or
a rough
day?
one. Did you cut
2
your
days.
hair?
Yeah, he cut his hair for the show on Thursday.
Oh, you did. Okay. Good.
Yeah. He wasn't watching it though. He was not on anime.
Well, he was probably still unloading shit.
I'm sure.
Yes, I'm still unpacking as we speak.
But yeah, that's my answer to your question. Hold on, you were not even in the frame
Like
at
a
all.
week,
Here,
huh?
let me fix it now.
Yeah,
All right, switch it.
a
Marco,
lot.
scoot over a lot.
I was in
don't
the
like
middle
it.
because I was the only one here.
I know. No, I'm just saying, just getting you guys right.
Hello, Mocha Medic.
Make sure there's no curtain showing on that screen.
This screen.
On the screen, the laptop. No, the laptop. Look, switch it back. Is there any curtain showing on that? Okay,
Well, I mean, there is curtain showing.
but not the blue curtain or any wall, because this one
Oh, it's a
cuts off
blue
an inch of the screen.
Why is there a blue curtain?
Because I use it for work and for alternate shows.
Because he does a
Okay.
Democrat podcast sometimes.
I do.
Awesome.
Fresh cut TJ in the house. You guys don't watch our Thursday shows? He had a fresh cut on Thursday. That shows that you're letting me down and not watching all of our shows.
I'm pretty sure.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Watch every single program we put out, please.
Does anyone have this one? Sunrise Crew?
That one's all right.
It's all right.
All right, Gertz, you're in.
Does it sound better than it is?
I'm done. It's really good. I liked it, but it's just
Do you want an
Something
IPA?
revolutionary.
I haven't even.
I'm good.
Okay, I figured.
Wait, I'm pretty sure I'm punishing, right? Am I?
Yeah, but that's not your
It's a
punishment.
three-way tie, right?
No, he's the only one on the bottom.
Oh, it's a four-way tie.
It is a 4-way tie for second place. You're still in first place by one game, by
But
the
also,
way. No. I meant
week.
this week.
Oh yeah.
I meant you only got one more right than us this week. You did not predict that.
Wait.
The
It's the Bengals. Bengals got me there. All you picked against the Bengals.
Now,
Listen to this fucking
And we'll
guy.
continue to do so.
now, in my defense,
He's
this
got-
week
If you continue to listen to him and pick the Titans and not the Bengals,
I
you
didn't.
deserve what
I
you
didn't
get.
pick the Titans.
I didn't pick the Titans. I picked the Ravens.
No one should ever.
But no timeout. I think that this
He's
week.
making picks, and every week he's
Yeah,
just like, the Titans are playing the Bengals again. I know it.
So I'm just saying that what I think is, especially this week, the fact I was the most wrong actually means I'm the most right because there's too many upsets this week.
It was like two.
There was more than two.
There were 3.
Who else we got up?
It was the Niners, the Eagles,
Yeah, those are
And the
big
Bills-
ones.
Almost.
the Bills. All that felt like
That's
an upset.
not an upset.
That's an upset in
that
heart.
team is
There's an
bad.
upset at heart.
They're not a good team, Gertz.
The Bills.
Yeah,
They're
Those the fucking-
inconsistent.
that means
They're
you're
great,
bad.
aren't
It
they?
means you're. It literally means sometimes you're good and sometimes you're not.
Mediocre.
Okay, I'll give you that. They're middle of the road.
There you go.
Not bad.
I can allow that.
Sorry, y'all. We are calibrating because.
Oh, I know, Hex. I knew they were gonna be because
We're
they're.
good.
Astros
I'm
are
seeing
the
if there's
best
another.
with this season.
Dude, you made it to the
It
championship.
ain't- if it's not a World Series title, it doesn't.
I appreciate it
matter.
though.
They should cheat.
I would say the Commanders beating the Falcons are another upset.
No, God, no, that's not an upset.
Commanders have only one win.
No, but the
And
Commanders-
the Falcons beat the Lions.
that doesn't mean anything.
Commanders-
No, the
Desmond-
Seahawks beat the Lions.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
the Commanders are in a weird
Wrong bird.
zone of.
Yeah.
Desmond Ritter looks like a burned Ken doll.
I think Desmond Ritter lost his job this week.
He
Honestly,
needs to. He's garbage and he looks weird.
Matt Ryan's about to come back.
Ooh, wait, time out before
He is Matt Ryan.
The,
you
the,
got
the title hasn't played. We're not on football yet.
No,
How was your week, Tony?
busy unpacking shit and being in Round Rock. It's terrible.
You love it up there.
I don't.
do we need to start a GoFundMe to bring you back?
Yeah. Oh, look on the bright side. You only live there.
You don't have to exist.
Have you gone to Round Rock Donuts yet?
Oh yeah, every morning since I've been there.
I'm gonna be 300 pounds.
Did you see?
It's good food out there.
Did you see the grocery list that I made for you?
You know full damn well he did not.
He did not.
I didn't know you
like,
did.
no.
When did you do that?
Last week.
Did you send it to me?
I tagged you literally in our group chat.
Oh, I missed that.
I tagged you deliberately.
Dude, he hasn't checked into our group chat since since the Texans beat somebody.
I feel so out of touch when I go back. I've been gone for so long. Like, I'll make a joke, no one responds except Mark. It's like, is that an outdated joke? I don't know.
Dude, the problem is that you make a joke at 11 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, and I'm the only one up.
That's true.
Wake up, you lazy sons of bitches.
I am 11:59 on the dot. Yahoo changes are at night.
35 years old.
No, I'm 33.
Okay.
And I'll be 34 in a
That's a good
week.
thing.
But
You're older than me?
yes.
I never knew that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you didn't see the birthday party invite?
No.
Well, you're getting it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's this
Saturday.
This one.
Yes.
This Saturday. It's at the Lake Creek Pinballs, the one up north. Yeah.
They know your location.
Dude, if we defend that pinballs, it'll be awesome. But on that note, we have to go because they're gone.
These two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in a different country.
I'll go.
Yeah.
And I'm getting demoted to team freshman, so
Going
it's
to-
great.
Oh, no.
We're going to the pinballs that serves booze this time.
Oh, good for you guys.
Yeah.
Instead of brings booze.
You guys, good for you. You can't drink. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was like, wait,
Oh, that's right.
go.
Yeah.
But they also
I'll-
serve food.
Yeah, they do
Go-karts?
have food and they have go-karts.
Okay, so it's like Dave and Buster's, basically.
Main event.
It's better.
It's better.
It's better than Dave & Buster's.
Okay. All right. We'll see. I went there when they first opened. It was a lot of empty space.
Oh, the Lake Creek one?
Yeah.
Okay.
but I don't think that's a bad thing.
I went there.
Like-
No,
Empty
because they can add things.
No empty space because of like lack of games.
Yeah, they were still building.
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Okay.
I thought it was like empty space because there was
That was-
nobody there. And I mean,
No, it was like 2 years ago. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
We went there, I think it was like early this summer. And it was the first time I'd been to that one. And it's pretty cool. It's much bigger than the main one, like the original one.
you would think the main one would be like the most decked out one. No, it is.
No, it's,
No.
It's comfy, and then they have like a food area. I think that is supposed to be a food area. That's not.
They used to have like a snack bar there, and they don't even have that anymore.
It looks like an 80s arcade, which
Yeah.
is what it's going for.
Oh yeah, you're going for the grungy feel.
Yeah.
It's still a fun spot. And
I mean,
BYOB is nice.
It's not the nicest one, but I do think it looks the coolest. The one that used to serve the biggest chicken fried steak in Texas and still has a castle outside.
Oh, one down
that
south.
one.
Yeah.
I went like that was actually one of me and Michaela's first dates. It was the second one.
Oh, really?
Dang, y'all so kind. Thanks so simply too deep. Have a fan out there.
Is that Michaela?
No, hell no. With all those sex questions, no, I hope not. I said, but now, it was. I liked it. It was cool. It was. I liked
Right.
I liked the main one.
A diabetic
But, like,
koala. Thank you.
It just depends on the vibe I'm going for, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I want the main one, it's probably because I'm like, it's central,
Yeah.
I'm shooting the shit, and they have a good selection of like the games I like,
Yeah.
especially that drum one. And then if they, like, I haven't been to the North one actually. That's the only one I haven't been to, so I'm
Yeah.
a little bummed I don't get to see it. But hopefully, y'all guys have a great time.
yeah.
Yeah.
we don't ever have a bad time. I am sad that you can't get your revenge on Goodwin this year.
Yeah, that was fun.
He has not responded yet. He might be. So I don't know if he's showing up or not.
He's in Japan too.
yeah, exactly. He might be going out of
You're
town.
missing the Black Conference in Japan.
I didn't get the invite.
No, you said you were packing and unpacking. You said this has been your excuse for 4 weeks, Tommy.
I like how someone who travels as little as you do is spending a month unpacking.
I actually think
That makes sense.
that makes sense because he travels so little. He doesn't know how to do it.
He just gets stuff. He doesn't have. Yeah.
There's stuff everywhere. I don't know how to pack either.
Elijah, I'm not traveling either.
Ooh, Elijah, I need to hit you up because I did. I watched that request you had me watch Overlord, but that's side conversation. Nice to see you in the chat. Yeah, I don't know, man. Leaving. I didn't know leaving for 2 weeks would cause me the anxiety it's giving me. So it's been like I don't usually get anxious. Actually, let me rephrase that. I'm on permanent work anxiousness, but that's different.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I gotta run a bunch of shit around. I gotta do a bunch of things. It's just like, ugh. But I know that it's all just because come Thursday, I'm not really trying to worry about nothing. Just fly off to the sunset.
So your trip starts Thursday.
Yeah, I leave on Thursday.
Nice.
How long
would-
is the flight?
So it's 15 hours, 17 to 15, somewhere around there. I leave here
How many layovers you got?
I got one.
It's not bad. What, LA?
Do I look like the type of nigga who goes for more than 2? No. It's one layover.
I mean, if it wasn't Japan, Japan, I'd want 3 or 4 layovers.
Hell nah. I want one.
Stop in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I want one. I want one layover at most. And if I can avoid it, I'm nonstop only.
Yeah.
I just cannot stand. I've been abused by some of these layover times.
Well, yeah, but I don't see the point for layovers. Like when I flew to Pittsburgh, I was like direct for sure. But when it's an 18-hour flight, I don't mind stretching my legs a little bit.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. It's like a rest stop.
Nah, it's cute for a little bit. Like how do I put it? There's some places.
Yeah.
I guess let me rephrase that. If you're going to like Africa, the layover options are really cool. So you'll probably want to explore because you can go to the UK. If you go to Lufthansa, you can land in Germany and or South Africa. Okay. My mom goes through Dubai every time.
Oh, nice.
So like that's where she goes. Japan, it's like Hawaii, I guess, but also
Thailand, maybe, I guess.
but it's just kind of like just straight over that ocean, straight shot. There ain't nothing I really trying to land at.
Yeah.
That ain't there.
Where is your layover?
LAX.
Okay.
So I've never actually stepped foot in LA, so we'll see how.
You don't want to.
What?
It's a terrible city.
You've never been.
I know. Oh, it's excellent.
That's different.
San
I
Diego's
mean,
paradise.
by reputation, San Diego is sunny and nice.
All
And
the time.
LA is
LA is Skid Row.
LA.
It's Skid Row.
Yeah.
You never go to Skid Row. You couldn't find
I
it.
thought all of LA was Skid Row.
A row of skids.
Fox News all the time? You
No.
fucking fool.
It's like the
yeah. No, he's like, I would never, but we need to clean up our streets.
I don't live there. I don't give a fuck. Let them stay. I didn't.
Austin don't got homeless everywhere.
Oh no, Austin's
no,
terrible
well, now time
too.
out. California homeless is very different.
No.
San Francisco was built different.
Saw like
dog.
3 homeless people in San Diego.
Yeah, they're not shutting down Targets in
I hear
Texas
San
because of the
Francisco's
homeless
nice,
people.
kind of nice too. Yeah.
Dog, talking about Ricardo's.
Everywhere but LA.
You're gonna
I hear
love
Fresno's
LA more.
Fresno.
You're gonna love LA even more when we go.
Fresno compared to LA, Fresno.
Even Sam in agreement.
Is it pretty much like training day?
Do you like Mexicans?
I love Mexico.
Sure.
We live in Texas.
That's it. That's the scariest thing there.
I don't think that's
I
true
didn't say
at
it
all.
was scary.
There's an-
Exactly. If you're not-
I don't know. I'm more afraid of the Californians than I am of Californian Mexicans. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
the white,
Yeah,
the white
the ones
Californians.
the ones who will be like,
not the cool ones.
is
like
that
Gertz.
meat?
Cooper Cup is from. He lives in California now.
Stop it.
Another thing we don't have in common.
Like, but no, we how do I put it? I was like on some flight with a lady who was from California, and her general air was just like
Schnooty.
snooty.
Guys, I'm from
Yeah, they're very-
California.
But you're
yeah,
from
LA proper.
Well, no, it's some
LA
San Diego,
proper.
San Diegians.
and you're from
that are
like,
But also not.
You're from down to earth California.
It's
You're
a-
from Fresno.
But no, actually, no. Scratch
It's a
that. Scratch that.
California
Stop.
stuck-upness.
Californians are all stuck up in
They're
their own.
very stuck
Yeah,
up.
but Sam's from
Texans.
But Sam's from the California equivalent of Odessa. Like it's really
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Abilene.
No, stop trying to give passes because it took years of beating it down into him. And then now he doesn't say something negative about Texas in every breath. It's every other. But like but these Californians, they be going out there like man, the air out here not as clean as California.
Yeah.
Is that me?
The sky was red
The
3
tree-
years
Yeah.
ago.
I read a whole article of a guy who moved here, then moved back to California and just made a list of everything that's wrong with Texas.
And then he moved to somewhere else. He moved to Colorado after that.
I went to Boulder.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I saw that TikTok.
We
too.
Were Mean was one of the
Where
complaints.
was he at? Like
He lived in Austin.
Bee Cave, I think, right? He said,
did you read it?
He lived in Bee Cave.
Yeah,
that's not even Austin.
it's not
I
even
was gonna say,
Austin.
Austin has easily the nicest
Nope.
people I've ever met in the
Yeah.
United States.
Because
So-
you're from the East Coast.
I know, where people are mean and real.
Oh yeah. You know what? It actually is kind of like a gradient. No, actually, it's like a
Nicest
gradient
people I ever met
scale
were in
going other
Louisville.
ways.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you're an actual outsider. Like I was actually greeted there. It was,
Yeah.
But in Pittsburgh, people were mean to me, but I was like, I'm home. I fit in with.
Well,
these
you like
people.
Chicago too.
I do love Chicago.
I like Chicago too.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, it's mean, but it's like a camaraderie kind of mean.
Yeah.
Like a little bit, where it's just like, fuck off, fuck you. And then you'll have a beer and like shoot the shit about how Matt Canada should be fired.
But he won't.
He won't be. No.
great.
That's what everybody talks about in
It's
Pittsburgh
amazing.
right now, is how bad Matt Canada
Just
is.
fire Mike Tomlin.
That's not going to happen.
I mean, if he won't fire this guy,
Come to Indiana where everyone is grumpy. The only issue with why Indiana's not exactly on my list is like,
we
what is
don't
there to
count
do?
Indiana
Gary?
as a place.
Yeah. What?
We don't count Indiana as a place.
I don't know. I might go to a Colts game. That's about it. But that's the only thing I can think of to do in Indiana.
First off, no, you're not.
It's his team. Let the man support his team.
No, it's not.
A, it's my team. B, it's cheaper to see a Colts. It's cheaper with the airline ticket to see a Colts game than it is to go to a Cowboys game.
Don't they pay? Doesn't the airline pay you to go to Indiana?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Southwest would be like, thank you.
A lot of flights out, not a lot of flights in.
My parents, they took a tour of the Cowboys stadium years ago, and they hated how nice that stadium was. Oh, really? they were like, they hated admitting it. It's like, this stadium's awesome, and I fucking hate saying
it's
it.
like Jerry. It's called Jerry's World, but it's actually really nice.
It's really nice.
So far, I hear it's nicer, but barely.
Well, yeah, there's like only two stadiums
That
not
are
newer.
over $1 billion.
Yeah.
Hey, let me help you
Like,
out. But
the-
at least with Dallas Stadium, you can go around and the cost of living still makes sense. So you could walk to the stadium if you wanted to. Not SoFi. You couldn't even live in the same zip code.
Inglewood, yeah. How's Inglewood looking?
No good.
I was saying, Compton.
Compton probably got gentrified.
Honestly, Compton is bad, but kind of gentrified. Like, people are starting to just.
Oh fuck! I don't like
Yeah.
that. I
Compton.
don't like. Keep it the way it is.
Yeah. Dog, could Compton have some great vegan food? Some awesome, luxurious massage options?
I don't want that. I don't want that.
Hanging out in Compton? Like we
It's
can, we
okay
can.
in Compton still, okay? It's not that bad. I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't like the gentrification ads.
Right, but it's still dangerous.
I don't give a fuck about the danger. Let
I
people
forgot
live.
where I went in Houston that my friend that lived there was like, hey, this is a very dangerous neighborhood. And then I got invited there for brunch. A.
Yeah.
And then B, when I got there, they had valet parking. And I was like, yeah.
Like Fifth Ward used to be terrible. Now it's totally gentrified, and it's. I don't like this shit.
Well, you
Really, Deep Ellum got violent in Dallas, though?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Really, everyone's getting shot every weekend there.
The
It was like so
fuck?
bougie when I went last time.
When I was in college in Richmond, it was like in the midst of gentrification because of VCU.
Detroit, right?
No, Virginia, Richmond.
Oh, Virginia. I thought you said Michigan.
In
Okay.
Richmond. Yeah.
I don't know why I associate Michigan with.
We're hearing things.
Okay.
Richmond used
Tommy, all the colleges that are known for Michigan are not in Detroit.
No, that's the craziest part.
Richmond used to be like known as the murder capital of the U.S. in the 80s.
Really?
Oh yeah, like it had a very high murder rate.
geez.
So when I went to college there, you could see like parts of Richmond where it's like, oh, this area is really nice, but it's like, yeah, a few roads down though, there are some murder houses.
Oh,
Like, yeah, boarded up windows, and we took a tour of one because my roommate's dad was looking at buying a house to rent it out, and we got in there and like. The door didn't close all the way. There was a hole in the ceiling, and one of the doors just looked like it had a huge ass blood stain.
oh no.
And we're
So
like,
it was definitely haunted.
yeah, it was someone died there.
Oh, fuck.
If you believe in ghosts, be my guest. But someone definitely was murdered in that house.
Yeah.
you see disappointment. I see
Opportunity.
investment. That's it. I was like, bloodstains, colorful decor.
What was great was my roommate, his dad was Chinese and spoke like next to no English.
Yeah.
He didn't have to speak any English for me to understand exactly what he was saying when he saw that house. Like,
Yeah, like it was like Chris was like, damn, the subtitles popped up. Shit,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, this is kind of fucked up, but I was like. His reaction, no joke, was like the shopkeeper in Gremlins when it's like when he finds out that Gizmo's been learning to watch television. He goes like "Chaya," like it was pretty much that. When he saw the bloodstains, he was just like.
He's like, no,
Yeah.
no, he didn't want that.
I
get it.
was like, I don't know what he said, but I know exactly what he said. Fuck this
You can
noise.
feel it.
Yeah.
I mean, here in Austin, it is kind of funny that like some of the Indian gas station owners, like when I meet them, they 100% know Spanish and will curse you out in Spanish if you do something wrong. But all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start the show. Thanks for coming out. Any last jokes, Tommy?
I got nothing.
Guys, the future is here. In case you're unaware, this is the Manscaped ad time. Ooh, that does look really awesome.
It's fun, right?
We got a budget?
Manscaped gave us those.
Hey, yo, Manscaped hooking us up with the budget.
And on this, the subject of giving, hey, it's the new lawnmower 5.0, and I'm giving it to Gertz over here.
Oh, my balls will thank you. They're shy right now, but put the
Not
camera
after that.
on.
They don't have to be shy around two interchangeable skin-safe blade heads, skin-safe trimmer blades. Oh, he wants me to show the ad. You're fine. You can put it down. Waterproof. 1 fixed length comb, 2 adjustable length combs, 2 to 12 millimeters, power adapter, USB-C charging cable, wireless Q charging compatible, up to 60 minutes runtime on the Li-ion battery. Dual LED spotlights, just in case you have to shave yourself in the dark.
Dude, it's got 2 colors of lights.
Does it, oh, yeah.
Look at, hold on.
Oh.
Look it to me. There's warm, and there's white light. You can't tell because it's not there. Off, but different warmness.
Oh, yeah. I can see
That's
that.
fun.
And you know what? With such amazing advanced technology like the skincare blades, you'll never, for the most part, find yourself in a situation where you're worrying about how clean you're going to make sure your cuts look. Now, of course, with the Lawnmower 5.0, we are big Manscaped fans. It's not just that. They've got a whole performance package 5.0 that's available, including that with all the goodies. So you'll see our favorite, the Boxers, get the Boxers, alongside that 5.0 to just make yourself get the complete collection while you're at it. So again, Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra performance package, and it's amazing and immaculate, and we've all had an opportunity, with the exception of Gertz, who just got gifted his. Show the people.
Show it in, to show it in use or just show the box?
You know what we want.
Don't pull a Bobby Knight right here in the middle of the podcast.
We just got the graphic.
That's what OnlyFans is for.
But no, we really appreciate all of the support and appreciate if y'all guys can go ahead and use coupon code MEX20. That's coupon code MEX20. That saves you free shipping and 20% off. Again, 5.0 Ultra. All you got to do is use coupon code MEX20. Once again, that's great as we getting closer to the holiday season, as we getting closer to Halloween. You don't want to go out there looking like Chupacabra, right?
I think they're skinless. Oh, no, hairless.
Hairless, right?
Hey, they're creatures. They're cryptids.
But you don't have to worry
You don't
about
wanna
being
look like
skinless.
Sasquatch?
When you use
Skinless.
Manscaped, those blades are super safe. And they're like little magic erasers that trim down your hair. It's honestly an
safe
amazing
technology.
product.
Skin safe technology right there on the box.
Dang, you save $30 if you use our coupon code.
Ooh, that's a whole 30? Whole 30?
good
Whole
amount.
30 on that performance package.
Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra and Peak Hygiene Plan. $79.99.
So we do appreciate all the support. Thank you guys so much. And again, coupon code MEX20. Your balls. Look at me. Listen to me. Your balls will thank you. We'll be back to the actual show.
Good evening. Welcome to Commitment to Mexcellence. I'm your host that fucked things up today. My name is Marco, but I am not alone. Here on his last podcast in the month of October.
Stop saying it so dramatically. It's my last podcast ever.
What? Oh, no.
Welcome to the season finale of TJ.
I'm escaping to Japan. I'm not coming back. No, I'm kidding. Well, what's up, y'all? It's my last show of October. How you guys doing? It's TJ.
Missing all our birthdays.
I was worrying you were going to get, like, planning on getting murdered or something.
Let's not wish that.
What you say?
He's just tired of being punished. This is like 3 weeks in a row.
He does this
true.
every year. He runs away from his punishments. You took a nosedive. You were sitting high up there, wearing the crown for what, 2 weeks?
I know you've been in first place this.
But I was about to say, the person that did not take a nosedive and is only ascending into the 97th percentile of pick'ems, according to ESPN.
It's the guy who's always right. How are you today?
I hate you.
No one listens to me here. You would think after this many years you would listen to me.
Well, like listening to you is like rooting for the Bengals.
They win.
You feel good for like maybe a little bit, and then inevitably crash and burn.
Oh, it's like eating potato chips for dinner. But it'll fill you up for the time being.
It's just a serotonin.
Like eating those listeria chips, maybe where you shit water.
Maybe you need it, Gertz. Maybe I was constipated.
Did something to thin me out.
Yeah.
And here for his last podcast in his Jesus year, we have
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No, I'll be
34. You're older than Jesus.
Well, I'll be 34 next Thursday.
Oh, shit. Darn.
So yeah, I got
You're
you.
still Jesus' age.
Yeah, you got one more. Me at 33. I thought he died at 32.
I thought it was 33
32.
was considered his Jesus. You know what? It's all mythical. No one really knows.
I'm a bad Catholic.
Yeah,
Hi, I'm Gertz. I'm a Catholic that doesn't believe in God. How you doing?
The best kind.
Yeah. So Catholic.
Even history has a...
Yeah, it's vague.
But starting off with a fun little... Hockey season started this week. We're not going to talk about hockey because I'm probably
make me
the
do
only
that.
person that can talk about.
sport.
Probably the
Cool to
only.
watch in person.
It is fun to
I'm
watch.
probably the only person that can name active hockey players.
Or teams.
Hey. I can name Mario Lemieux.
He's been retired and an owner for
Wayne
about.
Gretzky.
He'll never retire in here.
Old Wayne Gretzky is still around.
I don't even know if he's alive. But I did think this was cool. At the New Jersey Devils game, they had a mosh pit. Just a concert in the
Nice.
the setting as they were setting up.
That feels like a hockey thing.
That does feel like a real
Like,
specific.
get them all riled up so we can encourage our players to fight. But I still do like that part about hockey.
Yeah.
You could just say, I don't like you. I don't like you. Yeah, there's people on the team who just are there to be bullies. I like that.
On that note, that is actually our first NFL topic.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of fights this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, scuffles.
Something in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, scuffles. Skirmishes.
Austin Eckler got punched in the face. Yeah, I wanted to
which
punch him in the
cowboy?
face. I forget. Yeah,
Do you know which cowboy punched Eckler in the face?
The right one.
yeah, he deserves many punches in
What?
the face.
Not like Austin Eckler.
Dude, he is horrible. He is so bad at his job.
Lately,
He was bad last year, was he not?
half the season.
Yeah, he was.
He's
awful
not
last
trending
night.
upward.
No, he is terrible.
Well, that team's. I'm sorry, Josh, man. They're just.
I switched my pick to the Chargers like an idiot.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have.
I mean, it was all a fight of over which coach was going to fuck up most.
Yeah, that's true, and both did fuck up majorly.
Yeah.
Like they're both.
Kellen Moore or Staley?
Staley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Kellen Moore didn't help.
No. Well, they kept trying to run the ball too much. It's
He's
like,
not a good offensive coordinator.
I don't
You
understand.
don't care. Yeah.
My coach has his own problems.
Yeah.
He can't manage his,
His
fucking
blood pressure.
clock.
His blood pressure.
Like, I can't stand Mike McCarthy. He's a fraud, but it's okay.
He's a better coach than Brandon
Yeah,
Staley.
he is.
There's so many things I
Fucking
like.
Vince Lombardi compared to
There's things I
Brandon.
like this week, and then you get back to the harsh reality of like, dang, you can't manage the clock.
Oh, which game was this?
Bro, they fought.
49ers versus the
Niners,
Browns.
that-
Did someone punch Deshaun Watson?
I don't think
He wasn't there.
Oh, he was. Everyone thought
I mean, he wasn't there in uniform.
You can still punch him. He's
Yeah,
He's a fucking creep.
yeah, he deserves it. So it's cool.
You'd see the scuffle, then you just see one Browns player, aka me. I'm like, where's he at? Where's he at?
One Browns player, you're going to punch your own quarterback?
Hell yeah.
So apparently,
Now's
he
my
had-
chance.
You know, he had like the ski mask type thing on with his hood up, so he was being incognito. He was scared.
Yeah, I'd be like, hell yeah, I'd be like, I smell it.
It's violence.
Smell that shit.
Yeah.
Smell that stain, the real brown on this team.
I don't think the Cowboys win without that pregame fight.
I think it'd be fun.
I didn't know y'all had that kind of dog in y'all to fight.
We do.
I think it unified you. You do when Diggs is
Cowboys,
there.
yeah.
When Diggs is there. Ready to buy.
Doesn't the team have like a concierge and shit? Like, it's very,
Also, I mean, they picked the fight with the Chargers.
That is true.
Like,
the team that wears baby blue. That's
Right.
who you pick the fight with.
if you picked the fight
guys
with the
look so
Niners,
tough.
I'd be like, oh, wow, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
yeah,
time
right.
out.
They-
Khalil Mack
Did they did not.
and a Bosa boys over there. You better stop.
I couldn't tell last night.
Oh, yeah.
What do you
They were
mean you
X'd
couldn't
out.
tell last night? Didn't Dak get sacked 4 times?
I mean, it didn't matter.
No picks, though, right?
No picks.
No
picks.
picks. Good.
He played immaculately. It wasn't like
He played well.
it wasn't his
See how he plays next week. Is it a bye?
It's a bye, dude.
He'll find
Still
a
going
way,
to lose.
He'll find a way to
He'll
throw a
follow-
pick.
Interception on the bye.
He's only had
Classic
one game with interceptions.
Classic Dak. Huh?
He's only had one game with interceptions.
Sad.
one.
My quarterback's only thrown one. Anyways,
And it was egregious. It was terrible.
what? No, he got a touchdown like right after.
No, horrendous.
It wasn't though. It was pretty like a perfect interception. Actually,
I mean, you stop it.
What does a perfect interception mean?
when you throw a pick, it gets knocked out. You get it back and get a first down, and then you throw a touchdown right
Herbert
after
did that in our game. It was actually really
It's
impressive.
he's a really good quarterback.
I don't think we have any Cowboys topics, but it was a good game.
Yeah, no, good. We don't need to talk.
No, I mean,
about
it
I
it
mean,
this week.
you can
give
fit
him a
it
break.
fit it into the comeback if you want to talk about that.
It wasn't really a comeback.
Should
It
have
was,
blown the brakes off of them, but
it was just a good game. No,
how'd your defense play?
they
They
came
got
throughout
some-
the end.
yeah,
The Chargers are
got
a
that
good
pick.
team. They're just a good team
A
that's
team with a
managed by
shitty
a
coach
yeah.
and a shitty offensive coordinator.
If you were to look on paper, all of the things they have, you'd be like, that's a team I could definitely see making it far.
That's why Josh
But
Man isn't here
coaching
today.
is the biggest example of that game. That game was completely decided by bad coaching.
Yes, it
it
was.
always is.
Not always. Like,
Most of the time, it's him that makes.
Like,
oh, you're talking about with the
fucks up,
Chargers?
yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. In that case, yes.
Yeah, he
I thought you
loses
meant in
them.
general.
He actively loses them games.
Yes, he does.
Lots of games, and that's crazy.
Can you please share your analogy for the Chargers that you said last night? It was
The Chargers are a race car or a sports car driven by a grandma.
That's a perfect analogy.
You look at that roster.
A
it's like-
grandma with glaucoma.
you look at that roster and you think this team should be like kicking ass.
Yeah.
And then it's like they just sputter out.
I mean, any team that has like a legit franchise quarterback should have a
I mean,
chance.
where is their weakness on paper?
yeah, they don't really
Austin
have one.
Eckler.
Yeah.
Okay, running back.
running
Those
back.
are
And that's
dime a
a-
dozen.
And
They are.
I mean, and they have a pretty good backup, and they have a good situation to make running back
Yeah.
work.
Their defense is really bad, but that's Brandon Staley's fault.
yeah, I was about to say, when you look at a
Defensive-minded
defensive line that
coach.
starts with a Bosa and Khalil Mack, like
Yeah.
it's
That's
not.
ridiculous.
I looked it up. Khalil Mack had 1 sack last night. Bosa had none.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Insanity.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't notice Joey Bosa last night at all.
But I think it was their second. It's their. And I agree
secondary.
with their secondary is a real issue.
Yes.
But when I was watching that game, like on the inverse side, right? The discipline in the Cowboys don't go hand in hand while Mike McCarthy's around. So
There's so many flags.
so many flags.
on both teams.
Now, granted, them refs were just like,
Oh, they were, yeah. Troy Aikman was talking about it. He was like, oh, they're playing it tight tonight.
with the exception on like some of the most obvious pass PIs I've ever seen. But other than that, it's really, man.
So-
Mike McCarthy did like, so there were adjustments you can see. The Cowboys came out much more aggressive.
Yeah.
They were moving Dak around, which is
Yes, that was the
way
biggest-
better. And you could
biggest change
see
I see.
him moving. He slid off tackles. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
You just, like
Most I've seen him run in a long time.
and I'm like, wow, guess what happens when you stop being so stiff?
Mm-hmm.
And we had our problem is they're so fucking fundamental when it comes to the run game. And when we do anything else, we did one reverse and we ate up. And it was like, guess what happens when you start to be a bit more dynamic with your play style?
You need creativity.
And it's the creativity. And also, man, we had 8 seconds left and you decided, let's go ahead and we'll kick the ball.
The ref even was like, "You want to call a timeout here, right?" Like that literally happened, and Mike Brown was like, "No."
The clock guy stopped it preemptively because he's like, "Oh, this is definitely what they're gonna do."
Yeah, exactly. It's like any person with common sense would call a timeout so they can take one more shot in the end zone before.
Didn't Dayball fuck up too?
Yes. He ran an option there, which running isn't an option unless you score.
Yeah.
But have the Giants, were they moving the ball that night by running it? No, because they're the Giants. They should have thrown it no matter what.
The running back is Matt Breida, I think. With
Saquon played, I think.
Saquon played.
Saquon played, but he's always hurt. So he wasn't 100%.
You got to be real sensitive with Saquon.
Yeah.
On that note, are we starting to get a little bit worried about the 49ers with the injuries have already started?
No, I mean, like, the 49ers are as strong. Their worst enemy, their only counter is themselves.
Yeah.
It's Kyle.
It's Kyle Shanahan. I've been saying this for 3 years.
I didn't say you were wrong. I said go deep.
I never said you were wrong.
I respect using your goddamn players like action figures.
My whole point is,
I love it.
My whole point is, it doesn't work.
It works up to a point.
It does not.
Point.
But every year for the past 3 years, they're like, oh, they're a Super Bowl team.
They are.
It's because they're still destined right now to make it to the playoffs unless the Rams take it away.
They're going to make the playoffs, but they're like, I think we even said it last week. It's like, are they a Super Bowl team? And we were all like, no.
Yeah.
Because we know, like, that style of play.
And Brock Purdy's good. He ain't great.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's very good.
He's very good. He ain't great.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have, he's very robotic.
He wasn't
in a good way. Like, when I say robotic, I don't mean like he's bad. I mean like
he kept overthrowing Ayuk this weekend.
Yeah, he was rattled.
But I think that I'm going to give Purdy his little due. He's earned himself a little patience, right?
Yeah, I agree.
For sure. Yeah.
And this is the first game he's lost that he's finished in his career.
Really?
Yes, in the NFL. The only other game they lost was against the Eagles, where he got knocked out in the first quarter. So, this is the first time he's played a game from start to finish that he has lost.
And I think that...
And I do believe he's a system QB, Rakeen.
No, Rakeen, I'm actually on the cusp.
Okay.
I think he's in a perfect place to where some of that conditioning of like, hey, can you do those healthy comebacks? Can you put... And to be fair, it wasn't as though he didn't lead his team to a successful drive.
Right.
He lost on the kick.
Yeah, and it was a 41-yard kick.
I don't trust Brock Purdy in those crucial situations where a game is close. I don't trust him to win ugly.
But I
don't think he has that.
By all accounts, he got his team to a position to win. It wasn't him losing the game.
He's Alex Smith.
He didn't play that well, but at the end, he got his team within a 41-yard field goal. And in the NFL, they usually make those. So
not this week.
And you know how I feel about that.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck them kickers.
Yeah.
You get one miss and you're cut,
or
except if you're young. Wait, cool. In which case,
we did
get patience.
We did say that was a trap game, if I recall correctly.
We did.
Yes.
We did.
Yeah, because the Browns' defense is legit.
It's really good. Yeah, it's a good defense.
It's the best defense in the league.
Yeah.
By statistics, yes.
They're just chain locked down by a horrendous offense.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a crappy quarterback.
Yeah. Both
I don't know what you're talking about. That crappy. The other crappy quarterback.
The crappy one.
Yeah, the other crappy quarterback.
The creeper.
The creeper.
The guy with the mustache.
Yeah. Young PJ, straight out of Goof Troop, he definitely got himself a dub against the 49ers. And once that's on your resume, I feel like you've secured yourself another backup contract for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, on to the next subject, which is also Tommy being right. AR is gone for the rest of the season.
Shocker. He's a crash test dummy. He's now
Who won?
Oh, no. Look. I think my analogy of like a light bulb that just goes really bright and then fucking pops is perfect for him because that's what he is. Like, he'll score 2 touchdowns. He'll run over everybody, but he's going to get hurt by little to no contact. He was injury prone in college. Like, he hurt himself doing a celebration, and then he hurt himself doing a backflip, and then he hurt himself dancing. Those are all real injuries that he suffered in college.
What Tommy says is 100% true.
Not always, but I will agree with on this one.
That was such unnecessary. Because you don't have to do that man like that. He's not always right, but you made sure to initiate that. I don't know if you heard us under the breath.
He's good at it.
I can't write blank checks anymore. That's how I'm at.
Motherfucker made sure to be like, Niggas wrong. Always wrong. No, your dude, I give you props on that too. I mean, you could see it from a mile away.
Yeah.
Jim Irsay and AR, not a good mix.
No.
Because what's Irsay going to say?
Don't do
Play
that.
him.
Yeah.
I don't get why you have an issue with Anthony Richards. It's Richards or Richardson? Richardson. But you praise Kyle Shanahan's style of play when they both have the same problem.
No, because Anthony Richardson's dumb enough to do it himself. A coach who's trying to plan a win, fucking player's health be damned.
But
That's a whole different thing.
But they both end up falling short of what they want. Like the result's the same.
That's always going to be the same when you do that.
I do
This
think
is what it is. You know?
I do think there's a little
The
bit of
short
an
term's
issue.
great.
Sticking with car analogies, with AR, it's like you bought an engine. He wasn't ready to go. He's
No.
only played one full season in college.
Yeah.
Like he was not ready even on a fundamental level.
Yeah.
I don't know
He's
why
such
you.
a freak athlete, though.
That's what I
But
mean.
you know
You
what
bought
he
an
means?
engine. So that's what, but you still got to tune it and get everything else going before you just throw them out in the highest, like, difficulty that you can play at.
Yeah.
Look, it's very simple. AR needs the same monk move like water training that Tua has in order to
I don't
avoid
think he's
injuries.
capable of that.
Like, that's what I'm saying. He's such a
That's the
freak
thing.
athlete, but athleticism is not what he needs. He needs control,
Yeah.
humbleness,
Yeah.
understanding situations.
I don't know if he's capable. He's hyped
he needs to
all
go
the
with
time.
Sensei Tua. Will teach him the best ways
doesn't
possible.
have that in him, TJ. He will run into a brick wall.
I know.
That's what he does for fun.
But can he do it in a Zen-like manner?
No, he
Can he
can't.
just like run it through it like doing
He's
this?
RG3 2.0.
RG3 got ruined by his coach.
So imagine if RG3 had the Shanahan mindset built in already. It's Anthony Richards.
I don't blame RG3 for RG3's injuries. I blame his coaches. Like that's how because I saw that shit happen. Like,
I did too. I watched
All right, I'm getting overtaken
Yeah.
by Naruto memes, but I did see Tua roll into a couple of hits where last year he just went from completely standing to landing on his head.
knocked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Now-
I respect Tua for trying to protect himself and live out his dream because I would have fired him for his own safety. For his own safety.
But to be honest, what I mean, I hate to say this like this, but what I would do with any rookie quarterback is, that first year, unless we're desperate, and even if we are, I'm just having you get hit.
Yeah, I would play them.
I'm conditioning you.
I mean,
I mean, it's the best way. Throw him into the fire.
I mean, clearly we can play the result and say Anthony Richardson shouldn't have been playing, but man, I want to play him. Like I want him to get
Of
some
course.
reps.
At least you know now that he's like broken and put together with bubble gum and
You
tape.
can get
But I think
reps in the practice squad.
It's not the
can't.
same. We hear stories
Make
all the time
contact.
about like Desmond Ritter. I'm sure lights it up at practice.
No, you know that guy does.
But I think that with players who are injury prone, there's probably a better rev up period that should be approached, especially in the Colts situation where the last week was bad. But usual Gardner Minshew can figure out something to close out a game for him. So they're in a pretty good place to where that sort of letting it cook a little bit probably would have been beneficial.
I mean, no, Andrew Luck couldn't win in Jacksonville. Like he's just fallen victim to the same curse that I didn't
much
even know
quicker.
existed till you said existed.
Yeah, it will break you in Indy. You're not gonna make it. I think it's an Irsay thing, man. Like he gets off to that shit.
The Colts haven't won in Jacksonville in 9 years. That was one of the most alarming stats. That
It's
I ever
crazy.
heard.
Well, fucking Jacksonville hadn't beaten the Texans in like about the same amount of time. It's like 8 years. The AFC South is weird, but yeah, no, that you should always bet on that if you can. Get in early.
I'm gonna take in New Orleans like December and see how much money we can make. The answer is probably none.
None. It's not a. I mean, it's a good defense. It's not a good.
No, I meant like we'll do pick'ems, but with money.
Oh yeah. It's legal there, huh?
Yes.
This guy right here.
speaking of New Orleans,
Yeah.
watch the Texans game.
Did ya?
Came out of that game and still, my opinions on the Saints are the exact same.
I mean, they're not.
I don't know who they
I don't know
are.
what the fuck's happening over there. It's
Good
so
defense.
confusing.
Solid defense, but it's Derek Carr. You don't trust the Carr. They're not good at football. None of them. He's asleep. It's funny.
He's staring at you.
Looking right at you.
He was looking down.
Because you're a shitty Houston fan. And they didn't draft for shit. They were terrible. They let him down.
He sucked.
So you want to put it on the Carr family.
He deserved
but
to be hit.
Houston, the city of Houston,
No.
let that family down.
No.
And continues to do
That
so.
city of Houston gave Derek Carr the education he has today. No. Should have been smart enough not to go to school here.
From Houston. That's the worst two places
It's a
you can
terrible
go from.
combination.
I feel like there's way worse places, like Gary, Indiana.
Oh, anywhere in Indiana or Ohio.
Now, in your quarterback's defense,
Yeah.
just to talk about, he looks good. I just don't like his face very much, and I think I've come to terms with that.
It's untrustworthy face.
It's just like
What's wrong with his face?
put up C.J. Stroud's face. I don't
He
like.
has like a child's face
it's very
on a
I don't know.
grown man's body, kind of. Right? Is that kind of what you
Yeah,
get?
like-
You know what he looks like? Like a Nintendo Bitmoji kind of.
Actually, no. Time out, Marcos.
Yeah.
Go back to the photo that actually the search started with.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one.
It was a whole
that one
thing.
from the press conference. I don't trust that. I don't like that face.
Dude, that's the
Looks
guy.
like a dude that'll cheat on your sister.
That's the guy from Wii Boxing.
He's the default character.
Yeah.
And me, you're creating a me on your Wii.
He's a good football player. What can I say?
He's a great player, but
We
like
love
every
him.
time I see under
He's a
that,
good kid too.
every time I see under the helmet, I'm like, man, I don't know why. Like, because I even had to ask myself, I was like, why'd I come off so aggressive on C.J. Stroud? I mean, I still don't think he has
Oh
vision,
no, it was a. Of course you don't.
but
He's better than your quarterback.
no, he's not.
He beat his
But
record, so I assume he is. But yeah, no, his stats are better than your quarterback. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, your quarterback
C.J.
sucks.
Stroud's first season. Relax.
He's still good. I don't know. That
Relax.
doesn't take away the
Does he
fact
have better
he's
stats than that?
Yes, he does. He's like
Relax.
top 5 right now.
And what?
Passing. He's 4 in passing, I think.
CJ
Passing yards,
Passing
passing
yards.
QBR.
No, CJ Stroud has great stats.
Good
Great
QBR.
stats right
Decent
now.
QBR.
Okay.
I think
Like
15th
immaculate.
QBR, but yeah, his passing stats are.
And he's having a great rookie season. But
It's
that's what it
rookie
is.
season.
A rookie
No,
season.
I beg to differ. The offense he's in is conducive to success. Year
What's
2,
the best
typically.
defense the Texans have played?
Saints, probably.
They've played the Jets and the 49ers.
Those are great. No, I know.
Okay. Just wanted to put that out there.
He still sucked, though. Not you, your quarterback.
No, he didn't.
He lost.
Against
One of them.
One of
them. Yeah. And lucked
and then
out
we
against
beat
the-
and then we beat no, we did not luck
Well,
out with the
it's
Jets.
the Jets, so of
No,
course.
don't say it's the Jets. They beat the Eagles. Shut up.
Yeah, the Jets.
That was a fluke game, and we all know it.
The Jets did just beat the.
I don't think that was a fluke game.
That's a
I
big
think-
fluke.
I
The
think-
defense is really good.
I think they had their number.
but if
That's
you
all
got
it
the
is.
MILF hunter
Because this is the
back there,
second
I
time they
cannot
played
take-
them, right?
Yeah.
Played the Eagles.
No, you
No,
mean
the Jets played who for week 1?
the Jets? The Jets
The
can't
Bills,
play the
right?
Eagles twice. They're not in the same.
Oh, right.
the
No.
Bills.
They played the Bills, right?
They beat the Bills.
The Jets. I'm sick and tired of us being discounted for beating the
No,
Jets
'cause it's
when the
the-
Jets went to everywhere
It's
else.
the MILF hunter, and we can't take him serious.
I actually blame the Eagles for losing more than I give credit to the Jets
Yeah,
for
me
winning.
too.
Because they kept throwing the ball. Why?
Because you're behind,
They weren't. They were up by 2
and then they got behind.
because they kept throwing the ball. It's like, yo,
Jalen
what are you
wasn't
doing?
feeling it. He
We're gonna
wasn't
talk
feeling
about
it.
that, but
Yeah.
before we talk about upsets in the NFL, we got to
Yeah.
talk about upsets in college because this has been our weekly segment this year, which I guess will end in a couple weeks. But the biggest comeback in the
Rakeem,
Pac-12.
The face slander will never end. Ever. Like, no, I think it's a thing to your quarterback having a certain face conducive to success.
The biggest comeback in
Okay.
He
Pac-12
looks like one of those fish, with the how do I put it? The weird face, the blubber fish. I don't know how to describe it.
I know what you're talking
Yeah, you know
about.
exactly what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. That
Oh,
nose,
man, come on.
You know I'm right
Yeah,
though. That
jeez.
nose is exactly what you're thinking. I said, motherfucker, it's just wrong. All right.
anything
God damn it.
not to talk about this subject.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I know you because I know this. I mean, it kind of hurt my soul the way that things went down. Let alone, I'm sure it hurt you guys' soul. No, the biggest comeback ever in Pac-12 history. Yep.
I mean, no, none of those teams, either one are really relevant. So it's okay.
You don't think Colorado is relevant anymore?
I mean, if you're not ranked, you're kind of not.
I disagree.
We don't want people looking at them right now.
You're thinking about the culture. I understand. Look, it's a painful loss, but I still like. I think it's weird because with Colorado, the expectation that people have placed on them is something I think is like a next year thing. If that makes sense,
Right.
I say it's like a 2-year thing.
I'm not like you gonna have to really do something crazy for me to fall off this bandwagon. I see potential, and that's all I see.
It's the expectations aren't entirely fair that they should be humiliated by what happened that night.
Oh, they should be 100%.
Yeah.
That's
you
a
look,
collapse.
Yeah.
and you look at that, and you're like, and I know the immediate thought is to blame the defense, and that's correct.
Yes.
I was say, what defense?
Fuck you go. How
They don't have a defense.
I would have disowned a son by the end of that game if I were Dion.
I think that one's his favorite for whatever reason.
I mean, is there something to the truth that Deion Sanders, as great as he was, one of the greatest football players to ever live, was not good at tackling?
Oh, he sucked at tackling.
He was terrible
at tackling.
Is there something to that's why Colorado can't tackle worth a lick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
I think
clearly he does.
he should just hire a tackling coach. Your job is to teach my players how to tackle.
He's supposed to be delegating here. Maybe
Yeah.
he won't acknowledge the fact he was a terrible.
I think
tackler.
Well,
he
there's
would.
no way he's that hands-on as the head coach that he's
He's
doing tackling
there for
drills.
recruiting
No.
and
Yeah.
hyping and making money.
Also, there is a size difference too. They just look small.
Yeah,
we've
they
said
They are
that.
so
they need
tiny.
to recruit on the other side of the ball.
Yeah.
And you know, look, Dion, look at me. Look at me. Now, this fresh cut can't be hidden under a hat, but you know what you need in order to win these college games. Listen, you got one.
He's got one.
Nah, no, but get 2, get 3, get 4. Put them all over. I'll take whatever you need, baby. Get them linebackers. Make them look just like that, too. Just letting you know and I know what I mean. I ain't got to say it. Just look. You get you a couple more. They real cheap. Don't worry.
Speaking of which, yours looked really good. Oh, Mike Mayer. Michael Mayer, he's good. Just accept, have nice things.
broken.
It's always been broken. It was broken when you fucking bought him. His Carfax is bad.
What happened to Farva?
Yeah, what happened to Farva?
Playing him.
That's crazy. Farva at least rallied.
Farva is a freshman.
He also fumbled like 4 times.
Yeah, he did. It was he got sacked by Khalil Mack like 1,000,000 times, right? Yeah.
Six-sack Mac.
Yeah.
But yeah, to go back to Colorado real quick. You gotta take that loss to heart, and then you gotta figure out what to do with the pieces you have, right? If you're like you can't have, and I feel like what happened, which is probably the case with Dion and the way and the hype he brings to a college program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The player type that's going to be associated with that are going to be skill-related players. So you have a lot of depth in those areas, but you have not really played. Well, this is and people are seeing this as a negative, but this is the biggest spotlight for any defensive and or offensive lineman out there to be like, I can play on that team.
I'm going to get shown on television every Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm going to be primetime literally every Saturday, going to be the center, the focus point. And you think, and let's be real here, you think from a ratings perspective that they're going to stop showing primetime because that comeback, that's television right there.
Yeah.
That's everything they want.
The ratings have been crazy for those games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they absolutely go.
I mean, they went from like losing every game to having celebrities there watching them.
LeBron and fucking Jay-Z like, come on, man.
Colorado's been my gateway drug into college football.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Got
watching
you
more
fuckers in
college games
football.
now because of Colorado.
And I hate to say it because I'm with you. And I was like, because I used to just watch Texas, UT,
Yeah.
be okay. And then now I'm like, these Madden scores are interesting.
Yeah. Like who did Washington play this last weekend?
Oregon.
That was a good
That's a hell of a
game.
game,
Yeah. We just stumbled upon that and we ended up watching like the whole thing.
USC getting the brakes beat off of them. But Notre Dame.
heard
That's
about
what
that.
Rakeem is bringing up.
I told you.
Saw you
I
fist
told you.
bumping.
Caleb Williams does not love football. Just doesn't. He got exposed.
USC has one of the best media programs in the country.
They do.
So that means every time they get string 3 wins or long in a row, that's like, all right, they're going to the championship.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Playoffs at the least.
Playoffs at the least.
Yeah.
And it's like, you really want to see them get dog walked by Georgia by 80 points?
Yeah, because that's exactly what would happen. That team is not ready. They ain't ready.
Need a little more cooking in the oven.
Absolutely. And a better quarterback.
Well, he's making too much money. He don't
Making
care.
that shit. Wendy's commercials.
Their coach is garbage, by the way.
Isn't Lincoln around?
It's Lincoln Riley.
Oh, he's absolute garbage. He's dog shit.
I'm going to run away from Oklahoma because I can't hang in the Big 12. If you can't hang in the Big 12, you're not going to win a
Well, he
championship.
knew they were moving to the SEC. That's why he really like.
Well, either way, he was like, I
he's-
can't hang out
He
here.
sucks.
Yeah.
So you run off to like it's really just a glamorized school. They're not like good at much of anything.
Well, their school is good. Their sports
I don't
teams
give a
not so
fuck
much.
about academics. I'm talking about the important thing, which is sports. Like, no, they're not. They're not really great, but it's just they have a legacy, and that's what it's like. It's very similar to UT.
Yeah, UT is also another school with a really
They love
great
to
media
rank them.
program.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
At least we never talked about that Oklahoma game.
we don't.
What
want
Oklahoma
to.
game?
Yeah, that did not exist.
The one you guys lost.
I don't remember that. Did you?
I saw the end of it.
But yeah, I don't know. College is going to do what college does. It's all a road to Georgia, one way or the other, honestly.
Which isn't that
But-
good. Very beatable.
I do like so some pro things that I've learned through this journey into more college football. I like the energy a lot.
Yeah.
It's good to see some young players, and I like how they are just willing to do dumb shit. It's awesome.
They do.
The graphics and whatnot, all the setup and the mystique. I'm like, hey, y'all really got there's lots of history of rivalry. It's like
It's been around longer than the NFL.
yeah, you're digging and learning things, and so it's kind of been a treat to be like, oh, these teams are rivals. They're dogging it out as best as possible. And you always remember in the back of your head, these kids are still playing for a shot. So
Yeah.
everyone's got a little more hunger. And it's
Trying to
something
get
that's
drafted.
it's something that you kind of see in the NFL a little bit. Speaking about
Until the second
Deshaun Watson,
contracts.
it's like once you get that second contract,
Yeah, you fall
motherfucker
off a
just
cliff. It's no point anymore.
stop doing like they don't want to win no more.
Yeah.
There's a couple quarterbacks who fight through that, right? Like you get like a Patty Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you get
Just
like
want to
a,
win.
Tom Brady.
Brady, yeah.
like a Brady. I would say if you're on one of those mainstay teams,
Yeah.
you're playing because you like the game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, Brock Purdy has to love football to
Getting
be playing
paid like
for.
$800K.
Yeah.
Still has a roommate.
They're like, hey, you guys, that's a roommate.
You can't afford rent in San Francisco for sure.
Oh, wow.
It's like, hey, man, pay you in Happy Meals and gumballs. Like, I mean, shit's
Mattress
wild.
on the floor.
But like I've been starting to get real irritated with you get paid, you just stop playing perspective, especially for the highest tier. Like the biggest
Hell,
contracts in the league
Deshaun
are
Watson
trash.
decides just not to play.
So
Yeah.
you're medically cleared. I don't want to play.
doesn't
Now,
wanna play.
I know people are getting onto Deshaun Watson, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
The only kind of caveat I give is like shoulder injuries are super finicky,
Right.
and so taking a little extra, like,
Well, he said it wasn't a pain thing.
well, then I don't give a fuck. But
It reminded me of Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, it reminded a lot of people of
Except,
Kawhi Leonard.
except the difference is like Kawhi Leonard has proven that he's like a winner.
And he didn't want to play 158 games.
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense. You have 16 games. You lazy bitch. Play
I mean,
Deshaun Watson.
I know
God,
it's a
he's such
different
hoe.
sport, but isn't basketball now getting in the issue where it's just like people pay to see like a
Stars,
Kawhi
and they
Leonard?
sit 'em, yeah.
They're starting to address that this
Yeah.
upcoming season where you're not eligible to win regular season awards anymore unless you play at least, I think, 60 games.
I don't
Yeah.
think they would care.
They do care because
Oh,
their
really? Yeah,
they're
contracts,
trying
their contracts will be tied to those incentives.
Yeah, they're trying to fix that problem.
Yeah, because it is a problem.
It is a big problem.
Like if I've never been to an NBA game. I'd like to go to a Spurs.
Really?
No, it's like I've never.
Do you want to go to the Spurs game here in
I
Austin?
went to one of those. That's fun.
Yeah, like I would love to go to a Spurs game, especially now that they've got Wemby.
Yeah,
and
it'll be fun.
And if they're playing like another team with another star, like if they're playing Dallas with Luka or the Nuggets with Jokic, I'd be
I
like,
saw
oh,
when they played the Timberwolves.
wow. Did you get to see Cat?
I did get to see Cat.
Watch him be underwhelming.
So slow. He was so fucking slow.
But yeah, now like that the Spurs are going to be relevant with Wemby, or at least interesting. That's
Oh, they're going to be fun.
Yeah.
Definitely watchable.
I watched a little bit of his preseason, and like he was doing shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like an alien.
It's freaking.
He's
It's gonna be a lot of
7'4".
fun to
Like I
watch.
was like, Lord, he was crossing people over.
He's a freak athlete. They're going to get, look, I don't know how much Pop has left in the tank,
No, I don't either.
but he has something. He can work with something. He has some pieces on that team.
Yeah, he does now.
Better than my fucking Rockets. But yeah, go ahead.
Ironically, not yesterday, just days blur together. Sunday, I was hanging out with Brian, and Brian's mom was there, and she was talking about Bob Knight like losing it in University of
chairs?
Indiana. Yeah.
That's great.
Well, worse than that, she told a story where apparently Brian's uncle had apparently played basketball in Indiana, and they were losing by 20 or 30 points, and they go in at halftime, and he pulls down his pants and grabs his dick and balls and is like, "This is what you need to win this fucking game," and he got fired after that.
As well, he should.
You all right there, TJ?
Yeah, you deserve to be fired. That should be in the brochure, whatever the fuck, the handbook.
Yes.
The guidelines: do not grab your dick and balls.
Should be in the SOP. Yeah, don't do that.
I think it's fine. It's not okay.
I don't think it's. I think that makes it worse, actually.
That is not inspiring me to win. It's doing the exact opposite.
Yeah.
It's making me hate the sport altogether.
I didn't see that. It's like, well, now I definitely can't lose.
Yeah. I associate this sport now with old man balls and dick, so I have to leave. Yeah.
I have no choice.
Next subject.
I don't know how we got there.
Let's see. All right, we'll go ahead and go straight into it. We already alluded to it. Which comeback was more, or no, which upset was more impressive this weekend? The Jets versus the Eagles, or the 49ers versus the Browns?
It's definitely Jets.
Oh, I think it's the Browns.
Why? They have a good defense. And Brock Purdy.
That's why it's
Kyle Shanahan.
That's why it's impressive, because I think the Browns defense is better than the Jets, and statistically it is
Yes,
in every category.
I agree.
As opposed to again, I said it earlier, the Eagles, like, I think their game
They
plan
beat
was
themselves.
bad. Yes. So I think people were more shocked by the Browns beating the Niners too. Because
Terrible offense.
yeah, and also like the Niners bully people, and the Browns are like, "Fuck you."
Well, no, that's how
back.
you beat the Niners. That's
You
the only
bully
way
them
to
right
beat them. You
back.
have to
Did
beat
PJ
them up.
Walker win without throwing a touchdown?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I think he threw 2 picks
He
too.
did. He was fucking off. He
Yeah.
was throwing balls in the dirt and shit.
Yeah,
That's
Hey,
not
whoa.
that's not the guy from the Roughnecks that I know.
He got that W.
I mean, he didn't. The rest of the team did.
he rode Miles
Hunt.
Garrett's Harry Potter cape to
Yeah,
the fucking finish line.
yeah, he did. They won in spite of him. Like
It was a trick to get
detriment. Yeah,
It was a trick to get Miles Garrett more snaps.
it was. And
how we win.
the rumor is that Deshaun didn't want to play because he's afraid of the 49ers defense, which is totally believable. Go ahead.
I'm with you. I actually think the Jets is more impressive.
I do too.
I think the delta with the 49ers is look, let's be real here. McCaffrey not getting injured, Debo not getting injured. You know the 49ers, it's injury driven as to
Right.
what really drove that game home. Whereas the Jets exposed that the Eagles have been playing on their laurels
Yeah.
for every fucking game this
This
season.
season, absolutely.
And I've said it. I've been like, the Eagles
Oh, yeah, no.
don't look
Is it
like,
me?
great.
Jalen Hurts looks overweight as fuck. He looks like he's got some
Overweight?
James Harden shit going.
I don't think he looks overweight.
I don't think he looks overweight.
Okay.
I think he looks.
He looks sluggish to me.
I think he
You know
looks
he could
uncertain.
squat this whole
yeah,
podcast, right?
he's stout as hell. Like he's but like no, like
Fat fuck. Sorry.
Could squat this whole podcast and Samantha on top. For good
yeah,
measure.
no, he's like a little tree trunk. Like,
Raheem, actually, that was something I was going to bring up. Like, the Jets were way more injured on the defense side of the ball, to where that performance was even more impressive for me. I've been kind of like the Eagles. You can clearly see that those adjustments in the OCDC, like like the coach adjustments are rough, for them, and they just don't look as polished as you would like them to look. And I think they know that. They know that full
They do.
verbatim.
That's why I agree with you, and I think we've all said it. It's like, it's noticeable. I'm not like worried about it, and because they're aware of it, and they're like, we know we're not as buttoned up as we need to be, and we're trying to figure it out. And they're still winning until this most recent game. So, no, but I hear what you're saying. You make good points.
Like the 49ers have, so the Browns, I guess it's like, because I'm like, when the Browns defense bring it to town against the 49ers, you know that. But the Browns themselves, I mean, that was like their defense has been winning them games from the start of the season.
That's all their wins, I think.
That's
I think the Jets across the board kind of looked a little bit more put together. And it's the sort of game where you're like, cool, I guess it's more exposing. Like, I didn't leave the 49ers game being like they're exposed. No, they're fucking injured. And that's what they do. Brock Purdy, he looked a little shaky, but it's also his first time he's dealing with that kind of situation.
If there's ever a team that needs a bye week, it's always a 49.
Yeah.
Whereas
But they're going to need a bye week every
need
3 to
two.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's how they operate. Like, it's literally like a week, a certain amount of weeks, and then they're all broken as shit. And that's why they
Because-
can't win championships.
Because a little off topic, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, the Lions are the best right now. They're being the most consistent." I'm like, you don't want to be consistent on week 6.
You don't.
I've seen the
fall off
Giants.
quick.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen the Giants win 2 Super Bowls after being 9 or 6 or something.
Barely
like
making the
Yeah, barely making the
wild card
playoffs.
team, Yeah,
You want to get hot at the right time.
you absolutely
Sure.
do.
But I think with the Lions, because now they're starting to get people back, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I feel pretty good about them right now.
Yeah, I do too.
they're in a very strong place.
Yeah.
They have the mindset.
Despite their biggest weakness at quarterback.
Dude,
I mean, he's playing pretty goddamn
you got to
good.
give it up this season.
Yeah,
Fuck,
he's
no.
doing good, man.
He's like top 3 right now.
I'm gonna look you in the eyes and never let go of that.
You got to give
holding
it
on
up.
to
Did he beat you in high school or something?
No.
He's been playing really well this season.
Okay,
It's
cool.
probably his best season thus far.
Yeah.
Get your nuts out his mouth, y'all. He ain't that good.
It's the numbers, man. Numbers don't lie.
He's a Super Bowl
No.
appearing
I
quarterback.
don't want you to say that because you want to know.
been
I'm gonna say a famous Tommy line.
I know you don't like numbers.
It's the eye test, baby. Eye test.
He looks
you say
good.
no, he don't look that great.
Yes, he does.
He looks adequate.
He looks good.
Weakest part of that team.
He's not like a physically impressive man.
Can we take a quick 4-person vote here? 5-person. Would you rather have Dak Prescott
6.
or Jared
She
Goff?
watched
I'm
football
yeah.
sorry.
too.
I apologize. I forgot.
Stop comparing quarterbacks because
No.
you know the answer. You're only saying this because you know the answer.
Right now, I would
'cause
take Jared Goff over
you
Dak
only
Prescott.
you try and set this up.
But we've been saying that for like 3 years.
like, so why are you
Jared
trying
Goff
to
is
do a
better
vote?
than Dak?
Because you know what I'm gonna say.
Why do you hate him so much? What did he do to you? Yeah, he's a mouth breather. He can't help that.
Look,
That's why he doesn't wear a mouth guard.
14. It's not too early to call them Super Bowl contenders, but it is because if we were to do power rankings, they'd probably be
They're up
number
there.
1 right now. But
Probably.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna redo it when we just did it last
No,
week.
Yeah.
we can't do it week by week. It's too long of a meeting there. But I just don't get you, man. Like he's good.
I didn't. I
Just
said
say
what did I
he's
say?
good.
I said their biggest weakness
How?
was at quarterback. Did
think
I say
so.
he was trash?
I think they have other
Which
weaknesses.
normally,
I think they do have bigger
no,
weaknesses than
Yeah.
Jared
now,
Goff.
normally I say
I think
that
their passing defense is a bigger weakness.
I
Not
normally,
great.
Yeah.
Now, I normally say that Jared Goff is trash. I've not said that. I
Yeah?
said that their biggest
said he
weakness
was
is
adequate.
quarterback.
So
I
you
said he
don't-
was adequate.
You don't think he's playing elite right now?
fuck is elite? Him? No.
He's really good right
He's
now.
playing. I said playing elite, not
Playing
like he is elite.
What
Adequate.
on his note? What is elite? When the 5 quarterbacks that threw for over 300 yards lost this week.
Yeah.
Right? And also, okay, you said, so what is Dak adequate? Would that be how you would
No,
describe
Dak's
it?
immaculate. Love him. Amazing.
The stats say otherwise, sir.
No, the stats say he doesn't turn over
Stats-
the ball. That's what the stats say.
Oh,
Stats say
he's delusional, so we'll let him have it.
delusional. Stats say right now he's not turning over the ball. Right now. Stop it. Before you say that, no.
If we're going by right now, Jared Goff.
Jared Goff's better.
Jared Goff's might be playing the best out of any quarterback
Right
right,
at this
now.
moment, this
at this
week.
moment in time.
Week 6, yeah.
I don't know. I still like Tua.
Tua's
playing good.
Who has more interceptions? I think Tua does.
I think Goff does.
Goff has 3.
I think Tua has 3.
I thought Tua had 4.
No. Yeah,
I mean, against the Bills, he might have 3 alone. I don't really remember how many.
That's right.
bad.
He had a real bad game against the Bills.
I will say on the note of the original topic, we did think that the Browns had it in them. I didn't think they had it in them with PJ Walker as quarterback, though.
Right.
No, hell no.
No, but they had something to fight for. They're not feeling guilty. Play harder when you don't hate your other side of the ball.
I'll give the Jets credit for this. Zach Wilson getting a little better every week. A little better.
How the fuck they're winning with Zach Wilson, I just don't know.
He took them hiring Aaron Rodgers to heart.
Yeah.
And he's playing with hate.
And also you have Aaron Rodgers as an offensive consultant over there now.
Which might actually be helpful.
I think it is actually helpful. They believe in him for whatever reason. And so if it works, I guess.
Well, Mr. I won't take vaccines because they're too experimental.
Trying to make fun of Travis Kelce.
Did experimental ankle surgery and is expected to be back week 15.
Walk without crutches. Everyone's impressed.
That is such a load of gobbledygook. He's going to go out there, get hit, and immediately get carted off if he goes out there at some point this season.
Don't act like you won't laugh.
Oh, of course I will. Of course I will. Like, people are like, aren't you impressed that he's standing and throwing the football? It's like, it's ill-advised that he's doing that.
The ayahuasca makes it possible.
I'm about as impressed as I am watching an episode of Jackass. I can't believe they're doing this. To prove a point to who?
Well, see, you just don't see the same level of chakras he sees. All right? He's with his inner energy. He's unified himself.
See, he's reached nirvana. And you haven't. So.
He's too grumpy for someone to have reached nirvana, for one.
Fucking cranky 80-year-old.
See, you just need to get on his level.
By the way, I am completely unaware of the play-by-play that led to him challenging Kelsey to a debate on the Pat McAfee show.
Because Kelsey did the vaccine commercial.
That's it?
That's it.
Yeah.
He called him Mr. Pfizer.
Yeah, called him Mr.
He called him
Pfizer.
Mr. Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah.
He said, debate me, fucker. And he was like, no, I'm banging Taylor Swift now. Yeah.
Making commercials.
I'm playing football. Something that you are not doing. Yeah. That's great. Like, yeah.
Love that guy.
Travis Kelce is a bigger star than Aaron Rodgers
Oh,
right
absolutely.
now.
For sure.
And Taylor Swift.
True.
Don't hurt me.
For being accurate, Taylor Swift.
They will.
Yeah.
They'll be outside
Thing
of
in
it.
this world.
Yeah.
She'd make a great president.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Taylor Swift has already mastered the political "my words mean nothing" thing.
I will say this. I don't think she'd make the worst president. I think we've
That
had
title's been taken.
Yeah, I think we've already had presidents that she can't hope to top in terms of being bad.
Bar set super low.
Jimmy Carter still alive.
I do think
Barely. Still, somehow.
He was going to die like 8 months ago.
Yeah, they did. Like quite literally. Like, yeah, he's
The power
almost out of here.
Power of positivity. I always
It's the peanuts. You know, it's the peanuts.
I was about to say he's probably like, all right, guess I better get back to work.
I always just think of Hank Hill now when I think of Jimmy Carter, just him saying, the man wore a sweater.
Dad, was that Jesus Christ? It said JC on his lapel.
It's one of the best episodes of the series.
yeah.
Hated a baby. But yeah, Taylor Swift for president. Why not?
Yeah.
that's too much power.
It's a stunt.
Fuck it.
She'd be like, I want this passed. Swifties, make it happen.
You know, like if she became president, she's like, I'm not taking this pay cut.
I was about to say.
Yeah. No
She's
way.
like, she's on president, but she's also on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, what if she sings the national anthem at the Super Bowl?
That'd be cool.
Be okay.
Oh, I thought she already
The Super
passed
Bowl
in the
came
Super Bowl.
She's no Whitney Houston.
Well, yeah, she's not doing shit for free. She's a smart businesswoman. It's just like,
It's the Olympic
But,
shoes, but that's cool.
Is Zach Wilson like legit going on the come up? Like he's
No.
doing good? No.
This is flukish as fuck.
I think
I'm
that
not
gradually improving.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Nah. It's all going to come crashing
Very
down.
small.
define crashing down. Like if they win the NFC East somehow, they already beat the Bills
I don't
once.
think they are.
Yeah. They're 3-3. They have a bye. Dude, they're like right there.
I just don't think
They're
it's
not that much worse than the Bills,
happening.
which is hilarious.
In the Dolphins in their division?
Yeah.
Come on. They're not winning. I don't think they can.
Oh, they're not going to beat the Dolphins.
No, not it.
But they might end up with
I know you're thinking wild card, but I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
other teams. Right now, the Browns and Pittsburgh will be in the playoffs.
I don't know if Pittsburgh can hold on.
They can't. They're fugazi as fuck too. So
But there's also 3 wild cards this year.
Pittsburgh is.
it is 3 now. Oh shit! They may be able to sneak in.
Pittsburgh isn't fugazi because we know exactly what they are.
No, you guys are very self-aware.
Yeah.
You know,
We have a really good defense
Okay,
and,
you're right. The
and
world.
bad everything
the
else.
world outside of Pittsburgh thinks you guys are more than what you are.
Well,
I don't think so.
the
only
world
because
is
of
honestly
TJ Watt and Mike
starting
Tomlin.
to listen to Steelers fans because that's how I came to this point. That
Yeah.
it's just kind of like maybe Tomlin isn't Jesus. Like there is some errors that
I've
could be
lost some
corrected.
respect for the man.
Hold up, private.
I still love him.
You're not allowed to say that on air.
No,
Tommy.
D'Amico Ryans is my favorite black coach. I'm sorry.
Oh, you just hooking up with that new shit now?
New. No, he's a Texan. He's been a Texan from day one, so it's automatic. I'm sorry. Mike Tomlin's number 2, but this Matt Canada shit might make him slip to number 3. He's got to get rid of this dude.
It has been a consistent criticism.
It's bad.
that people have had of Mike Tomlin, and
You need to pull a Houston.
I've expressed that I've loved Mike Tomlin.
Tank?
But
No. Before that, like back in the day when Kubiak wouldn't get rid of Schaub,
they're not going to fire Mike
they were
Tomlin.
like, "Hey, if you can't fire the guy, you're fired."
They're not going to fire Mike
Got
Tomlin.
Bill O'Brien, so maybe that wasn't such a good idea.
That's not how the Steelers operate.
No, you're weird.
But
tanking shit. It's strange.
But I think
I think they're willing to get rid of Canada.
Oh, they
gotta be.
They might at one point
bad.
they might just tell Mike Tomlin he's got to go.
They have to.
And at that point, is Mike Tomlin going to lead the Steelers job for Matt Canada? No, he's not.
Hope not.
If he does that, that'd be ridiculous. But I don't think he will. Yeah, I love Mike Tomlin. I've said that, but I've also been critical of him too. I think people saying he should be fired is a bit of an overreaction. Though that said, I was feeling it earlier this season, though, where I was like, it might be time for him to step down.
Well, Mike, I think the tricky part is it's not his side of the ball that's doing bad.
No, it's not. But he did hire Matt Canada, and he tends to be very loyal to the people he hires.
Yeah, too loyal.
And that's been a criticism of his. That and he loses challenges a lot.
Yeah, he's not good at that. Every coach has a flaw.
Yeah.
Well, this whole Matt Canada thing is a very good transition to our next topic. And it's something that you've been alluding to, and you're just mad because you missed it because you were moving. Because before we were talking about which coach is doing the worst job.
Yeah.
I'm just going to kick it up a notch and say which
coach
coach
should be
would you?
fired right now?
Yeah, which coach should be gone?
Frank Reich.
Yep, I was about to say that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
mean,
keep
he just
forgetting
gave up
about
play-
him.
Of course. He gave up play calling. He said it was his choice. Yeah. But yeah, he had to give up play calling, and we know it was the owner because the owner made him draft Bryce.
And now
Young.
I'm in a rock and a hard place because I couldn't unilaterally hate the Panthers because now they have a black OC.
Yeah, who's probably better than Frank Reich. Probably should be head coach.
Yeah, so I don't want them to start winning because he's giving up play calling. But I don't want them to fail
I do.
because
Do want them to fail
I don't
miserably.
want my lovely black OC to be fired.
Hopefully they wouldn't throw him under the bus and see that it's actually just Frank Reich doing Frank Reich
Well,
shit.
they usually fire the OC and the DC
No,
before.
It's like it's a scapegoat, which I think that's exactly what they're doing. Because that would be something the Panthers would do. But I hope he would get another shot somewhere else.
Frank Reich has a little bit of a security blanket in the sense that, hey, you didn't pick the quarterback I wanted.
So he's a one-off, but yeah.
Yeah, like that's the only thing like I could see like making an argument that he shouldn't be the first one to go this season.
Tepper doesn't seem like the type of owner that you could argue with.
No, I agree. I forgot about Frank Reich. He'd probably be my answer too, because before that, I mean, Brandon Staley though, dude.
Yeah, no, Brandon Staley should go.
He's been there
Let
for
that be your answer, 'cause
he's been there for
it's
so
true.
long. Like the fact he's been there. This is his 4th season, I think.
Yeah.
What
Feels
the fuck?
like longer.
Yeah,
But
like
no, that's about the length of rope that an owner
Have they
would give
playoffed
you.
yet?
they,
Have they gone to playoffs in any of these?
Was it once?
They got to the playoffs once, and that's when they lost to the Jags after being up by like 29 points.
Yeah,
or
that
something.
comeback game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and no turnovers by the Chargers, by the way. It was just
Yeah,
the
they got to
Jag-
get rid of that grandma.
Yeah, it was just the Jags
Yeah.
lighting up the Chargers defense, and he's a defensive coach.
Yeah.
His side of the ball is consistently the worst part about that team.
If I hire a defensive or offensive coach and you aren't at least like top 15.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Your first, you're gone. What's the point of
Yeah.
you being here? Like,
Yeah.
that's your expertise, and you failed.
He
so.
rode Aaron Donald's coattails to that job.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, oh, well, he was a defensive coach for the Rams, and their defense
I
was
mean,
good.
it's that McVay shit of like, oh, he's with the Rams. Let me hire him. And
But
same thing with San Fran. Like,
He's been the one coach, though, that I think that has been, in my opinion, a colossal failure from that McVay tree.
probably the biggest, yeah.
Yeah, because the Bengals coach is from that
Yep.
tree. And
Hell, the new coordinator for the Panthers is from that tree. Oh, he is. I'm just saying.
So yeah, like he'd probably, if we're just going by this season, like this season of vacuum, I think it's between Frank Reich and Sean Payton.
Sean Payton.
Because Sean Payton,
Joke.
he made that defense so much worse.
Yeah, it's bad.
I don't understand how they
He
took
made
steps
every side of the
backwards.
ball.
Yeah.
Like, Russ is doing the best he can. He's cooked. Like, he's just done.
This last game.
No, he's cooked.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Done.
he's well done.
Burnt.
Yeah.
Been in the oven. Fuck the Broncos.
This most recent
they're
game against the Chiefs, I was like, yeah, he looks like he's done.
Yeah. He's Matt Ryan. Like, it just happens.
because man, I want to defend Russ so bad, but
I
I
do
don't
too.
like him as a player, as a person.
I want to.
As a functional person, I do not like
He's
Russell
not a
Wilson.
person, so yeah.
He has no soul in his eyes.
No.
He did this
Well,
weird TikTok video where he was like, family, football. And that was just
it was
weird
those fucking
shit.
Subway commercials that did it for me.
Oh yeah.
That's what officially did it
Well,
for
we
me.
were comparing him to like how Quint describes the shark in Jaws with those lifeless eyes, like doll's
Like a
eyes.
doll's eyes. Yeah, he's like a doll that's come to life.
Yeah,
And none
He's
of
Chucky.
it
I don't think
has
any-
just as much articulation on the field.
Yeah.
none of the players vouch for him.
No, that's pretty telling. You're
Yeah.
right.
And I'm like, I'm talking from this team, from the
Former
Seahawks.
team, yeah.
No players vouch for Russell
I've
Wilson.
never seen
Yeah.
that. What, one MVP vote in like one of his best seasons?
he's never had an MVP vote.
Oh, that's right.
He's never had an
The
MVP
fact
vote.
you don't get one out of every, come on, man, that's crazy. I think LeBron James got an NFL MVP vote one year. Like, come on, man, that's wild as fuck. That means you suck as a human being. It really does.
I just feel like when it comes to like, man, I'm sorry, I can talk shit about wrestling anytime because I'm a big proponent of, and yes, it's partially because my situation too, but you have to have a quarterback you're willing to fight for, right? You have to have a
Yeah.
quarterback you like.
I
You
got
have to have a
one.
quarterback you challenge a little bit. We'll talk about him.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're
You
talking
know where
about.
I'm going?
Yep. Motherfucker needs to leave. But it's really telling whenever, because look, I don't love Sean Payton, and I'm still mad at the Dolphins for not really breaking the record on his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think Sean Payton is incompetent enough to where he couldn't change a team's dynamic completely. But I feel like, again, it all comes down to, hey, I'm really going to vouch for the Browns here. When you have a quarterback you're willing to fight for, you're willing to go above and beyond. And the Broncos defense didn't really change up that much between last year and this year. And somehow it's just sucking. But somehow all of the
crazy.
things are not firing on all
He
cylinders.
brought in Vance Joseph. That's why. That's Sean Payton's fault.
But also, it's weird. It's
I mean,
one of those situations where you can't really. Like I blame Russ. I blame Sean Payton certainly.
Yeah.
But that organization needs an adjustment. But there's a lot of places where I think the NFL needs to get better at this in general. I think there should be a tenor. I think there should just be a lot of like blockage from having the same sort of wheel and cycle of ownership because it keeps a lot of teams static as
Yeah,
fuck.
I know you especially want that, but like,
No, I feel very strong way about
you all right?
this.
Because hey, the fish rots from the head down, and like, if the Bengals are a perfect example, like shitty ownership.
Yeah.
No matter what you do.
I mean, I'm a little more optimistic about the Broncos, not this season, but because they just got
They
bought.
got new owners,
New ownership, and
Same with Washington, honestly.
yeah, and I don't think the Walmart family is going to be content with.
No.
Hell nah.
It's a product. And
Yeah.
and they're not going to get involved. They're going to hire. They're going to find who the best people are to hire to make this product
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And so yeah. So Sean Payton might not be there very long.
Yeah, he might get fired.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the season.
I'd still think Russ would go before him.
I think they both go together.
In a,
I think so too.
in a snack pack?
I would too.
Look,
Yeah.
look,
I would dunk a root their asses.
Isn't Russ still owed too much money though? Because he had a giant
Yes.
contract.
These motherfuckers are eating.
Next year, I think they
It
can
still
get.
doesn't
They
matter
still
'cause
got
it
to
counts
pay
against the
out
cap.
the ass. Yeah, they got to pay out
And
the ass.
they just gotta
Next
lose
year,
enough
but-
to pull up somebody from the draft and call it
They're
a day.
gonna have to. They're gonna have to draft somebody.
I mean,
I think it's a weak QB draft.
no, it's the best. One of the best they said.
Oh, it is. I thought it was just Caleb Williams and.
No, Caleb Williams, Drake May, who I'm not sold on. The dude from Washington,
I wouldn't be
Howell?
sold on that.
Bo Nix, if you want him.
No.
I think UT's quarterback. Like, no, it's a fairly
UT's
deep.
quarterback is
he eligible
No, I was about to say he's a junior. He does not need to go yet.
I mean, he can if he's a junior, though, technically.
But do you know how much UT pays their players?
That's true. But no, they got the Manning waiting in the wing. They don't want to lose him.
Yeah, the Manning is 18. He's not ready for.
That Manning's going to put ass in seats.
I feel like we've been talking about Archie for 30 years.
Archie was when he was a child. He's a man now.
Gotta play in a game to be a man, Tommy.
He's a Manning, goddammit. I like Michael Penix, honestly. Like, he would be one of my picks if I'm a team in the NFL. But yeah.
But I mean, there is a cold, and maybe I'm wrong, but there's a cold-weathered, very historic team that needs to evaluate their coaching
Oh, big
situation.
time. Fire Bill Belichick.
Well,
Fire him. He's a fucking old, dusty-ass statue who needs to go.
he
Because
should.
the Patriots way is a joke. It's not a thing.
Bill
not a
Belichick.
way.
Bill Belichick, the GM, should be fired.
No, Bill Belichick, everything but Bill Belichick. Honestly, Bill Belichick, the fucking defensive coordinator at this point, should be fired.
Bill Belichick, the head coach. I mean, is he the biggest problem that team has?
Yeah, when you hire
I will-
Bill O'Brien as your offensive coordinator, but before that, you hire Matt Patricia as your offensive coordinator. Yeah, something's not right. You need to go.
I'm not just on Bill Belichick. I will give you that. Mac Jones is trash,
Right.
Oh, he's got off.
but that's Bill Belichick GMing.
I agree. Yeah, like as a GM, like
No, I'm tired of this not putting the two. If you have that power, that's connected with your overall.
No, I said but.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm putting blame on Mac Jones, but that's still Bill Belichick's choice.
that's why I want to make the distinction between him as a head coach and him as a GM. Because, I mean, I would think what Robert Kraft will do is you're not GMing anymore. You can still head coach if you want, and Bill Belichick will say, fuck you, I
And
quit.
retire,
Yeah, which I think will happen.
He's going to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not going to break that record.
No,
In fact, he's going to reach the most losses
Well, he's
first.
gonna reach that,
I think
yeah.
he's 8 games away from that.
he is. That's very doable.
They're
Yeah.
reaching that this season.
Yep. We'll know the answer to that one by end of season.
He's gonna retire after 7 losses.
He's going to retire.
That is a Belichick
that would
move.
be a hell of
You
a-
are
that
right.
would be a Belichick
Because he's
move.
spineless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I do think this. I'm getting the sense this will probably be his last season.
Yeah, he can't do this anymore. But that just proves my point about these old coaches, man. It's no country for old men.
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll was ahead of his time anyway.
He's. I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
I agree with you for the most part. I'm just trying to think of exceptions for the sake of discussion. Like
I mean, it
Pete
depends on
Carroll.
what you consider old.
The Discord actually ran away with that statement. They were talking shit on random coaches on Sunday. They were like, "Oh yeah, like Tommy was right. All these old coaches had to go."
They suck.
Well, there's just as many bad young coaches.
That's probably also true.
But at least with that, like a young coach can adjust. An old coach is not changing their ways.
I don't know if the
I think
Bengals
it's
coach
just-
is adjusting and he's a young coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, McDaniels.
McDaniels is a
can.
young coach.
He's
That's
trash.
different.
Well, they're not all going to be good.
Like,
But,
Because, like, I'd say Pete Carroll's literally the oldest coach in the NFL.
He is.
And he adjusts.
his players love him.
Yeah.
No, but Pete
That's that
Carroll.
Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pete Carroll had. Pete Carroll is the problem for letting that Russ situation get out of hand
Yeah.
as it did.
Well, they won that trade, though.
They did.
Yeah.
He did wine and dine the shit out of him.
yeah.
He did. No, Pete Carroll's the exception. Like,
Yeah.
but his coaching style is very similar to the way younger coaches approach it too.
Yeah.
It's like, to be a people person, basically.
You do not call
players
Andy Reid
coach.
old. He's eternal.
Andy Reid is old.
Andy Reid is very old.
Andy
He's
Reid-
also an exception to the
Andy
rule.
Reid, John Harbaugh.
Well, no, I
Mike
think John
Tomlin.
Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin are like the youngest old guys. In a way. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like they're kind of on that.
They're
cusp of
mid-tier.
The young and the
They're in-
old. Yeah.
Like, how old is Mike Tomlin now?
He's gotta be 50 something.
I think I want to say he's like he's between, I'm going to guess, between 52 and 48 years old. He might be in his late 40s.
I think late 40s. I know Harbaugh's thinking in his
How
Mike
old-
Tomlin, 48.
48.
Oh,
51.
Oh, shit.
hey, shit, Tom, we forgot the black don't
Like,
crack.
don't crack, yeah. Man, looks good.
Oh, wait, that's Omar Epps. No, I'm sorry.
Andy Reid is 65. Bill Belichick 71. And for some reason, Ben Roethlisberger is on here as 41.
Ugh. How old's John Harbaugh? He's a little older than Tomlin. He's probably like 55, would be my
Like
guess.
54, I'm thinking. They're not too far apart.
Because I know
But that's...
Tomlin was the youngest.
61.
John Harbaugh's 61?
John Harbaugh 61.
He looks
Holy
great.
shit.
Good for him.
He's an old coach, yeah.
Mike McCarthy's 59.
So basically, if you're not Andy Reid or John Harbaugh, like 45 and Mike Tomlin, like 45 and up would be the younger coaches.
I mean,
45 and below. Would be the younger.
I mean, the best coach. Who would you say are the best coaches right now?
Best coaches right now?
Yeah.
Andy
Sirianni?
Reid.
I wouldn't even. I think Andy Reid's good right now. He's amazing. I don't. This we're talking about just this season in terms of what you see on the field,
Right now?
Just like
or historical context.
current active head
Okay,
coaches.
yeah, no.
With their historical context,
McVay.
Andy Reid, then, yeah, for
McVay
sure.
is
Yeah, let's say like their entire resume.
Okay, then yeah, for sure, Andy Reid.
Yeah. You go with Kyle Shanahan. I know you hate him.
I don't know if I'd put Kyle
would put
Shanahan.
Kyle there, yeah.
He has
He's
to
a
win.
winning coach.
Not barely. He's like barely over 500.
No, but still.
Mike McDaniels, sure.
Yeah, Mike
McDaniels, yeah.
McDaniels is good.
Quick again, off the top of your dome, who's the Saints head coach?
Dennis Allen.
Dennis Allen.
Not good.
No, he's not good.
He's a good
But he's young, and
defensive-minded
he-
coach. At
and
least
he-
his fucking defense is good.
I would include Sirianni from the Eagles.
Yeah. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Dan Campbell's a good coach.
Dan
Dan
Campbell is a
Campbell
good
is a
coach.
good coach. Still
The
early.
Titans,
I think
the Titans coach.
Mike Vrabel's a good coach.
He's not at all.
I'm going to walk back. I don't think Brian Daboll's a good coach anymore.
I am walking back on Dayball too.
Yeah.
I'm the.
You still think he is?
What he did to Tyrod Taylor was fucked up.
That is true.
Yeah.
That was not cool. Like, no, dude, that's a backup quarterback, and you ran like, why are you running an option there?
Yeah.
Like you didn't put him in a position to succeed. What the fuck? That's your job. He's your backup.
D'Amico
Rakeen's
is a
with-
good coach.
Rakeen's with you. I'm not, but Rakeen
I mean,
is.
he's already beaten the last two coaches' record already. So, I mean, you know.
How old is Ron Rivera? Ron Rivera doesn't
he's-
even know how old he,
he doesn't know
is.
what he is.
And,
He does
and Ron
not
Rivera is
need to
an
be there.
asterisk.
Yeah.
We cannot say anything bad about Ron Rivera, but we do think it's time for him to go.
We all like Ron Rivera.
We all like him.
He's hard to not like, but
We like his story.
61.
yeah.
There's a lot of. He's the same age as
Sean
John Harbaugh.
Sean McVay's a good coach.
Yes.
He's a great coach, actually.
He's a really good coach. That's about all I got.
That was Sean McVay was the subject of your worst take on the history of the show.
It was a pretty bad. It was a pretty bad take. I mean, he contemplated retirement. I just don't believe in that. You know,
Well, you wanted him fired.
so if you contemplate, you don't want a job.
It was
so,
before he won the Super Bowl. You're like, they should fire him. I'm like,
How old is Sean
why?
McVay?
a little
He's
fire. He's
40, I think.
I thought he was still in his 30s.
He might be in his late 30s now.
37.
Yeah.
Jeez, I thought he might be 39.
Literally.
Oh, I thought Mike
my age.
McDaniel was younger. Damn, he's about as old as some of his quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Wow, I know
The youngest coach. I think he is the youngest coach in the league.
he's the youngest to win a Super Bowl because he beat Mike Tomlin's record for that.
Yeah.
Which was annoying, but good for him. Sean McVay's a good
He's
coach.
good.
I like Sean McVay.
Well,
That's how old coaches should averagely be. Right
what,
there.
37?
Not 37, but around 40.
Around 40. Yeah, that's what I think.
There's too many old-
You can connect with your players still.
But my point being, I wanted us to do that because I think there's about the same number of good young coaches as good old coaches right now.
There's just not that many great coaches.
Right. Like
Yeah.
it's like no team looks like dominant right now. I mean, the Niners
College
did.
might actually be a better place to look at this study, but I wouldn't know where to start,
I don't
honestly.
know
Because,
the
like-
beginning college, but they going younger too. Like, look
I
at
know,
Notre
but that's what I
Dame's
mean.
coach.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of good and there's a lot of old.
Like, do you think Mike McDaniel's a better coach than Pete Carroll?
Yes.
I do not.
Dolphins, Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, I do not.
Oh, absolutely.
I
dude.
do not.
Why?
They haven't done anything yet.
Oh, goddamn.
But I think that's a tough comparison
Right.
because I'm like
Pete Carroll has a longer resume.
he has a longer resume.
He
He's
does.
had the
He's been
time.
around longer, yeah.
But I also don't
If you
want
give
to.
Mike McDaniel the same amount of time as Pete Carroll, I think he would do that.
Like-
I don't know about that.
I don't either.
I think he would.
We're gonna see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Like, let me quantify that. I would not yet.
I would.
I know you
Absolutely.
would.
No, because it's a young man's game, both with coaching and just, obviously the players. But, no, it's a whole, to me, it's a shift. Somewhere a shift happened where these players just do not respond to fucking Sean Payton's and Mike McCarthy's anymore. Or Bill Belichick's. That way with this generation of players does not work.
But also, timeout. Mike McCarthy doesn't count because it doesn't matter who our head coach is.
It really doesn't.
That's a fair point.
That is super fair.
We're in a special zone.
Jerry Jones is essentially
Jerry Jones
your coach.
he's your coach.
Motherfuckers, once again, he's uploading himself into AI, so he doesn't have to ever leave.
I forgot about
What?
that.
I didn't hear about this.
You're gonna have a holographic Jerry Jones.
Is this
He's
legal?
literally becoming because in my head I was like, I don't think Jerry Jones actually talks to his players.
No.
So that means he's probably up somewhere off in the Death Star like the Emperor. And if he's in AI hologram, he is literally the Emperor.
Yeah.
Bro,
I
he'll
want to see
literally
the ghost of Jerry Jones.
he'll be hacking into the players' microphones like, I saw you.
Yeah.
You can never leave.
There's an AI in the stadium. You can ask him questions how he would answer.
Is he a hologram?
Yes, he's a hologram.
Fuck that shit.
He still
It exists. It already.
Oh, I don't want that at all.
he still sends transmissions about wanting Johnny Manziel.
Oh no.
Show him the picture of him with the stripper and be like, is this you?
Yeah, will he respond?
Error, taking over system.
I gotta go now. Yeah.
Well, quick topic, or you can run with it if you want. Eagles faced their first loss. They hit a little bit of the panic button, and they brought back Julio Jones. How do you feel about that?
First of all, pronounce it right.
Julio.
I can say it however I want.
Yeah. This is America.
Well, I brought him. I didn't know where he was. I completely.
He was on the couch. He was unemployed.
Julio Jones existed until you brought that up before.
He was a Buccaneer last year.
I give him a week.
I thought he was a Titan.
No, last year, Tom Brady is the one that picked him up.
That's right.
I give Julio Jones a week before he gets injured.
He's done.
Yeah, I feel
it
like he's
go.
done.
Just let it go.
He'll have one awesome pass, and then he'll hobble off the field after making that catch.
Yeah. Yeah, let it go, Julio. Retire with grace. These players do not want to leave with grace anymore.
Nah, well, he wanted a Super Bowl, and I get that. I saw, did Antonio Brown get
He
arrested?
did for not
Yep.
paying child support.
Scumbag.
You have to not pay child support for a long time to get arrested.
Yeah,
for
that sounds like something that he would
Sounds like
do.
Antonio Brown.
that. Yeah.
I would love, oh my God, I would love for he would never do this, but I would love for Mike Tomlin to write a tell-all book about that locker room. with
He would have to
Antonio Brown.
retire.
Yeah.
What
He has to
what
be
was
retired
more?
for years.
What do you think would be more interesting, the Steelers locker room then, or the Florida locker room that had
Definitely
a really?
the Florida locker. What are you going to say about the Steelers besides the AB or Ben Roethlisberger story? Neither of which I even want to talk about. So it's give me Florida stuff. Yeah, fucking button.
Do you really want to hear about Tim Tebow trying to save Hernandez's soul?
Kinda. 'Cause that was a failed mission from Go. I saw the documentary. It's a good documentary on Netflix.
The mean machine is stacked now. All right. Well, on to our next, our normal scheduled programming, which for me would be Take a Lap.
Oh, yeah.
My first Take a Lap is actually, I had to look up his name, Cameron Goody, because once you get punked out by a punter,
Oh no.
Oh, no.
So he had something to say to Hecker, and then there's the
Oh.
push. Now wait, hold on, it gets worse.
when a linebacker gets fucked,
The headbutt knocks him down.
He flopped.
he flopped.
Good old flop.
And I know he got headbutted, but you got headbutted by a punter and you're a
That was
linebacker.
LeBron James level flop.
That's true. Yeah.
But also, you ain't gonna put me on national television getting punked like that by a punter.
Nah.
But kickers are way too protected, so I get it.
Yeah.
You can still hit a kicker if he got a personal foul out of that.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it worked.
yeah, the flop worked.
Oh hell yeah! Well, it was worth it.
That's a LeBron James
The
move.
LeBron James. He got the LeBron James treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you flop if you were an NBA level talent?
Yes. All day. All day long.
It would be hard to resist the urge to. The game is structured to encourage,
Yeah, it does. That's what I'm saying.
which is
It
a
works.
problem.
It works.
problem.
It works. I'm also.
I never said I'd do it. I said it would be hard to resist the
play
urge.
like Harden and just draw the foul. every time.
Like I would like to think.
Strategic.
That's right, Hext. Young Herb wanna take that. That's what he wants from his punters.
I would hard foul everybody.
I would then you'd fall out. You'd foul out in
Draymond.
4 minutes, like because they let Draymond get away with a ton of crap.
He's
Draymond,
earned that.
not really. He scratches people like he's a fucking cat.
He kicks also.
Yeah, that's true. And he river dances people in the gonads. I would like to think like. I wish more players would play like a Jimmy Butler, where they earn that by like going into the contact. They don't flop, but they play. The part of their game is drawing the contact to get the
It was
foul.
Harden, yeah, back in his thinner days.
Harden would flop and travel.
Oh, like a mother. He was
Yeah.
like a running back. He was a straight up running back.
I don't
He was
think
great.
Jimmy Butler is a flopper.
No, he plays hard.
Yeah.
Jimmy should be playing in the 90s.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
one of the only players I could see actually playing in the 90s.
Yeah. But
Well, yeah, we're still on Take a Lap. Whoever you guys.
Oh,
wanna
my
get.
bad.
I like your. I'm not gonna pick it, but Rakeen, your choice warms my heart. Take a lap. 2 kickers, Jake Moody and Jake Elliott. The Jakes suck this week. My take a lap is very simple. And it's a team, and I don't usually do this, but the Bills as an organization.
Not trustworthy at all.
You
can't let that
I'm
happen.
so sick, and I get it. I know the position I'm in.
Right.
But you know how much it gets under my skin as a Cowboys fan to have everything under scrutiny, and you look at a team that is as fucking chaotic and has no reason to be performing the way
No.
it does, like the Bills, and they just get stroked off to high heaven. It
They really
pisses me
do.
off to fucking high hell, and that is a bad team. It can be the best team, it can be the worst team, but it's unacceptable. It's fucking acceptable that they don't get talked about enough, and I'm gonna shit on them every fucking
Whoa.
time.
TJ, they get talked about as a Super Bowl contender.
Every fucking time. Fucking time. Every fucking piss me off.
When that team lost and could not win for DeMar Hamlin, fuck them.
Yeah, I think-
they were dead to me after that.
I think
I'm
we
like, I
all-
don't trust this team at all.
When that happened, we were all like, "Wow."
Yeah. Fuck y'all.
They showed
man.
no heart after
Yeah.
that. This man's heart literally stopped. You could at least
died.
show some.
You were supposed to win. That was
Yeah.
your motivation to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And you still can't win one.
And I'm just trying.
Win one for Jim Kelly. Can't do it. They can't win for anyone.
You put the Giants like look.
Gee.
What do people come on here and say? And this is what I want to fucking talk about. If the Cowboys are in the position and we beat the fuck out of the Giants, it's you beat a bad team.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Bills barely beat a bad team, and it's like they scruffed out a win. That's fucking
It's an ugly
bullshit.
win. It was
It was
just
an
an
ugly
ugly
win,
win.
but it was still a W. Blah 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 blah.
They escaped, TJ.
Oh,
they
this
escaped
one.
the Giants.
Hey, this one, there are no style points in the NFL. A dub is a dub.
And you know, it gets on because it's really like there's some teams where I could feel this, but it's super prevalent with the Bills because on
is.
paper, Josh Allen, so talented, still has some of the worst stats when it comes to turnovers and the way he operates, and the team in general is not consistent.
They're not consistent.
And they
Josh
do
Allen,
not
way.
deserve
He's not.
they don't deserve the spotlight they get.
He's infuriating to watch.
He is.
Because one snap, he'll look like the greatest quarterback who has ever lived. And then the next snap, he looks like someone with
a
brain
rookie.
damage.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous.
He reverts back to rookie Josh Allen. It's the weirdest fucking thing. Like,
Yeah.
he's not consistent in any way, which he ain't winning the Super Bowl.
Not with that OC. I agree with that.
Yeah, no, that was like he played his best. Was Dayball the OC?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
He plays. I could see Dayball probably just chastised the fuck out of him. But like it worked. Whatever worked for him worked. And Dayball needs to be fired and go back to the Bills because that's the only thing that can make Josh Allen. The same thing. I mean, your OC matters, and I cannot stress that enough. That's just my saying of this season. Like it just matters. The reason the Eagles suck so bad because they don't have Steichen.
I wouldn't say the Eagles suck,
But
they're not as good as they were last year.
that you can tell a difference.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
that's what I'm
agree.
And they
saying.
have better personnel, like the way they just drafted the whole Georgia defensive line.
Oh,
Hey, that's a good defense.
Their roster is good.
Yeah.
And their head coach is good.
Yes.
I think they're still working shit out.
Yeah, they can still make it, but
yeah.
that not having Shane Steichen is going to affect them.
That's a loss.
yeah.
For sure.
But somehow, and bro, how you bring up a point, the Jets, because the Jets beat the Bills, and somehow the Bills still scot free.
People forgot about that one.
People forgot about
altogether.
that.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, it's okay. Week 1 Jets, but you know, beats the fucking Jets like you do with a bad team. You win. You beat the brakes off them, and then you still get scrutinized. It's just the
But y'all
like,
lost against the Cardinals, though.
That's without that one I accepted.
Okay.
But no. Like the credit, and I didn't for lack of a better term, I didn't bitch about that loss.
Well, they lost against the Jets. So yeah.
I didn't bitch about the Cardinals' loss because remember, like a lot of that one was pretty fair. A lot of people were just like, sometimes you lose against
Quick
good
question. Did they
teams.
lose against the Jags too?
The Bills?
Yeah.
Are they 4-2? I think they're 5-1.
They did lose against the Jags.
God
they did lose
damn,
against
that's
the Jags.
bad.
The Jags are 4-2 now.
That's a fugazi for
I actually am on the same
They
side
won-
as
Yeah,
you.
They won both their games in London.
Yeah, that's a.
It was
that's a fucking
inverse
cheat
time,
code.
parallel worlds.
Yeah, those shouldn't even count. But yeah,
But no, I don't know,
back,
man.
Oh, they're back in the playoff picture too. Gertz.
The Jags?
Yeah, they're talking deep playoffs for the Jags.
I-
Act like they didn't lose against the fucking Texans. I think it was another team they lost against. Like, come on,
You
man.
want to get hot at the right time.
the right time. Jags don't have that in them. They really. It's sad. I
Do you-
feel bad for that fan base.
So, because you
Like,
you
that's
alternate a lot on this
True
one.
pity, Gertz. Huh?
Does Lawrence love or hate
Oh, he
football?
hates football.
Oh, okay.
He's not a man.
Not a man.
I don't know how you. Whoa, that was a jump.
There was a joke. I don't like Trevor Lawrence.
Well,
I
that
can
I can't stand him, so I will call him not a man.
Is it the hair?
No. I wish it was. I fucking loved Herbert. I love a long-haired quarterback. You just have to be good and love football. And Herbert, no, not Herbert. What's his name?
Trevor Lawrence.
That guy.
Lord
Very
Farquaad.
forgettable. Yeah, very forgettable player. Yeah, no, he's there until he's not. Like, I hope they keep him forever, honestly, because that's just an easy win for us.
I kind of feel the same way about the Ravens and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, they're not looking good.
Like,
that offense ain't looking.
Lamar sucks against the Steelers. Yeah.
He really does. Like every time.
I
Like,
think he's
it's
a
just
very
thing.
good. I think he's a very good quarterback, but he sucks against the Steelers.
I mean,
for whatever
you
reason.
see why I think the way I think about Trevor Lawrence. Like, he never shows up with us. I think he's beaten us once, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he's not very good.
But who's your take a lap then?
Oh, my take a lap is Brock Purdy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's a fair one. Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. You got to show up when they need you.
Yeah.
You got to put it on your back at some point. And I don't think he doesn't have the face. I know this is like the face episode. He just doesn't have the face that tells me that's a dog that's going to get us to the fight. I don't see that with Brock Purdy. And you put him in a system, everything goes the way it should.
I will
he's
say that
great.
Brock Purdy has to be the youngest person on the San Francisco 49ers,
Yeah.
right? Like, outside of any rookies they drafted, I'm just saying that,
Yeah.
like, he's a quarterback, so he's in a
only played 12 games, so yeah.
So he's in a leadership position, and you think he has the authority to be like, "Hey, Debo Samuel,
Got to do it, man. You got to do it.
hey, C-Mac, dude."
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm
he
your
would.
guy. You do what I say. I'm the captain now.
He
You got-
should. He's like, I finished more games than you.
I mean, that's true. And
Fucking do
that's
your
an
job.
important part.
Well,
of-
he didn't finish the season last year either.
He
did
did. He just finished
got
it
his
in an
elbow.
ambulance, and it was the postseason.
It was a postseason. But like, yeah, he got his team to the postseason. You got to, like, being a quarterback, you got to be a leader. And I don't
Yeah.
see that in him yet because he
You
looks like a little rascal.
either need to be a leader or the head coach needs to be a leader. Like that's the case.
I
With
wouldn't trust Shanahan for shit.
No, like
You know you're going to win a certain amount of games. Your stats might look good up to
Yeah.
a point until you get hurt. And,
Like I bring up the coach part just because like there are a few coaches or a few teams like Dan Campbell leads the Lions for sure.
yeah.
Mike
they run
Tomlin
through a
leads-
wall for them.
Mike Tomlin leads the Steelers for
Yes.
sure.
You don't think Goff is a leader in the Lions locker room?
No,
I don't either.
I think he's a solid dude. I think his
I think
teammates
they
like
trust
him.
him. Yeah,
they like him and they
trust
trust
him to
him.
win some games.
But he's not who they turn to in their time of need. I'll
Right.
put it like that. They probably turn to Dan Campbell.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
He's not who they turn to their time of need. The Cowboys should learn that.
They should.
They should not be turning to Dak in their time of need. I don't know who they
His
got.
teammates love him.
Dak?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if they trust him, but they love him.
he makes
He's a
practice
hell of a
easy.
nice guy, yeah.
His defense loves him at practice.
Stop it, sir. It was one season. You
Again.
can't keep holding it against him.
I didn't say he was a good player. I said
He's a good guy.
good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's
good dude.
you. Look, come on. I
like Dak as a guy.
Yeah, you. Leadership wise, that's not
He's
his
a
problem.
leader.
That's not his problem.
No, leadership is not his problem. Everything else is, but leadership isn't.
Not this season.
Hey, speaking of rookies taking over a team, mine did. Anyways, Next one. What we got?
Everyone picked this. He didn't do a take a lap yet.
Yeah, my take a lap. Jalen
I
Hurts.
thought you were going Mac Jones.
No,
Why even waste the
Jalen. Mac Hurts.
Mac Jones is playing exactly how we expect him to play.
Mac Jones should take a sabbatical.
I do not like Mac Jones. I think he's a spoiled, just rich kid who's just had everything go his way.
He should
So
take
this
a
is great.
retirement. No, Jalen Hurts. I mean, he looked terrible.
He looks bad. He looked bloated.
And then hold up, let's get our usuals. Where are you at, Broncos? Come on in, Panthers.
yeah.
Y'all get on the track too. McCarthy.
Can't forget about the shittiest teams.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I said y'all still on the track. Said keep running.
Not looking great.
Can I have a take a lap?
Sure.
Sure.
Allegedly, everyone accusing that Asian lady of being a fake Chargers.
Oh,
Chargers fan.
she's
They
definitely
have three.
real. That was real.
One of them.
That was real
Everyone
emotion.
said she was fake. That she was a plant.
Come
And they're
on.
wrong. They're just dumb.
The way they framed it, it kind of looked like it.
She was animated.
The FIFA camera guys find the hot women that react on the World
I don't think
So
that wasn't.
regular NFL camera guys will find the person making the reactions.
The most animated reaction. That was
She's
her, yeah.
fucking insane.
She was in
She
it
did.
all the
That's
way.
genuine.
That looked genuine
the
as
way
fuck.
they framed it, because it didn't look like there was anyone sitting next to
No,
her.
it looked like her. And nothing else.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, they
Next to them, fucking slamming their arms around
At a football game, first off, she looked tiny, so it's like she's not gonna hurt anybody.
She was in a press box, I think, or not a press box, but one of the
Okay.
suites.
Sweets.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, because every time it showed the Cowboy suite, that shit is full.
Yeah,
One person
their suites are a lot bigger.
That was that one person in a suite.
Chargers.
You got to remember, this is a team who couldn't sell out a soccer stadium.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why, again, I thought she might be a
Stayed in
plant.
San Diego.
Because it was like they don't have many fans.
No.
And there's no one near her. She looks like she could be like in her living room.
That looks like the carpet behind her.
Yeah. So I don't blame people. Yeah. Like who's around her? Oh, there's one person. One of her friends.
he's not even wearing blue. We don't know what type of fan he is.
That was actually a Cowboys fan.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did she take Molly before she showed up to the game?
She realized she was at the wrong game in that last shot. She's like, I'm at a Chargers game.
Now she's no longer a fan. You lost the fan, Chargers.
On the other side, my attaboy, the other side of Gertz's pick, it's Quentin Williams.
Okay.
I think that the Jets did a really good job at getting three takeaways from the Eagles.
They did.
Also, Quentin Williams had a fat man run. I always appreciate a fat man run.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Just a quick scoop and run. Doop.
There he goes. Oh, love it.
I'm going to waddle at the speed of sound.
Funny to believe that he's like 320 pounds and he can run the 40 in like 4 seconds.
Jeez.
4?
Well, not exactly.
I was going to say that's faster than Dion.
I was exaggerating, but still, he's a defensive lineman that can move.
Yes.
That's a train. I say this with a proud chest this week.
Yeah.
My boy's Dak. He had a
Dak?
great game.
Dak?
Yep, Dak
Prescott?
Prescott.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? He led the team in rushing.
Okay.
He did.
Had a rushing TD, a passing TD.
Yep.
No turnovers, did everything you could ask for. The problem in that game was definitely not him.
No, it wasn't.
And
he played.
won.
He played great.
I gotta.
He has a few of those.
You know,
Just to
I'm
keep the
gonna
job,
give him
you
his
know?
credit because he looked great. So
He just reminds me of a guy who's just doing just enough. So you like don't pay too much attention to him.
And if he plays worse, they lose.
Yeah, he can't do that too much. So he'll give you one of these, and he will be your quarterback for the next 15 years.
He played well.
he played well.
Play well. I didn't say he didn't. We'll see how he does next week.
It's a bye.
Bye week.
And see how he does next week. I don't trust him in a bye.
It's a bye week for TJ and the Cowboys.
Everyone. Texans too. Like it's gonna be a very
Notice how-
weird.
You will be here next week. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He had to think about it.
Maybe. Like why? I'm
See,
not gonna be watching football. But yeah, no, I'll be watching.
See, that's when I scheduled my trip on the bye week.
Yeah, you did.
I'm like, I come back
Who y'all play when you get back?
He doesn't come back for 2 weeks. I don't think he even know that offhand.
No, the game they play. Well, I'm gone. Is it it's the Rams?
Oh, that'd be a good. One.
That's a trap game.
It's
We'll
a
see how
trap
it
game
goes.
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it
Big
is.
time.
They're better than their record shows.
They are.
Yeah.
So but I hope.
Quick question though: how your DBs looking? If not good, you were gonna lose that game.
Gilmore's doing all right. Huh? Gilmore's doing all right. Diggs is out.
We're okay. Yeah, Gilmore got the
So
game.
you got one
winning
side
pick.
of the ball locked up. You got to deal with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nakua.
That's
Good
a
luck
different. No, so that's a different sort of. Because normally when you're thinking of like threat wide receivers, it's deep. Cooper Kupp and Nakua are just chips, and they're gonna get those yards whether you like it or not. It's about just trying our best against that shit.
Yeah,
That's true.
They're like better Julian Edelmans.
They are.
Yeah.
So I like because that now. Do I think that we're in a better position? I think we're in a better position to address that than we are some deep threats. So I'm okay with that situation. But that said, this is a gun again, and this is me just knowing our defense as well. I actually think it's going to be an offensive game again. So like one where it's going to require
Stafford
Dak to,
versus Dak.
It's going to require Dak to
I'll
show
skip
out.
that game if that's what it's going to be.
Well, Stafford's actually pretty good against Dallas.
He's fragile as fuck. Yeah, he is.
Fragile as fuck.
He is.
He has not
He's
got hurt
one
that
more
many
hit
times.
left.
He's
one of
old,
those.
not fragile.
No, I meant from retirement. Like he's
That's what I
gonna
meant.
Yeah,
He's
he'll
old.
be like, all right, it's time.
But he hasn't. He did not get hurt that many times as a Lion.
He just has memorable injuries because he kept playing.
True.
Well,
That's true. Yeah,
he's tough. Stafford's tough.
he's a tough dude.
Ford tough.
yeah.
But yeah,
You're attaboy.
my attaboy.
So don't you do that to me.
What do you
It's
mean?
my pick. All right, you don't just sit
yeah.
there. Dak Prescott? What?
I was to make sure I got the right guy.
The right Dak.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Daks in the NFL, don't you know?
I heard you right. Is all. Jeez, God.
All right, who's your attaboy?
Oh,
And don't give it to the same person.
yeah.
C.J. Stroud for the 6th week in a row.
He deserves it. I don't know what to say.
Something else.
The Saints for showing up.
I gotta give it to Tua. Tua looks good.
Yeah.
And like what they did to the Panthers was so mean. Like, oh, you guys can have 14, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, you can have it.
And then you like put 42 on them unanswered.
Yeah.
And it's just like, come on. Well, he had like 4 touchdowns, 3, something like that.
I like.
With ease. Like,
I like how you're talking about the Panthers scoring 14, and TJ's phone sounds like a thing over a baby's crib.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
what's up with that?
I'm a light sleeper.
That
I don't need
gentle
much.
wake up. Okay.
Bro, okay,
the
look,
time.
Except for 1025.
The timing was great.
you know I take naps. But look, hey man, them iPhone alarms are too
those
much.
things are a lot.
Motherfuckers feel it in my soul.
Yeah, no,
I'm like, is there metal rattling in
my
there?
girls made me change. She said she'll take care of the alarm on her phone. It's no gentle iPhone alarms, like at all. It's aggressive as fuck.
Me and Michaela
it
have
will
to-
make sure you wake up.
Me and Michaela have to have a long conversation because she's the type who has multiple alarms, like in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm like a one and done.
Yeah.
And I actually don't even use an alarm a lot of times.
That fight sucks.
Not
Everybody's just
not that one. It's the alarm one, which is like just a rattling ring of metal and
it's just
death.
hardcore. Yeah.
And I literally was like, maybe I'll just get you making me scared in my own home.
For a while, I had mine set to as the opening of The Lion King, but I got sick of having heart attacks in the morning. Just lying in bed and I was like, this will be funny, and it's like, nah.
Wake up and check your fucking
Yeah.
pulse. Yeah. It's too much.
McKean, you acting like our defense pass rush ain't gonna kill him.
Radar.
Is it, well, how's it go?
Fuck, never mind.
Okay.
So yours was Tua?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not concussed.
Yeah. I was waiting for your little
he's
quip.
not concussed, and I'm proud of him for that. Go ahead.
Mine is Jared Goff.
Hey, it's been a great show, y'all.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That one.
That's the one, yep.
He threw for 353 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and a 20
He's only had
win.
3 picks.
3 picks all season.
11
They're
touchdowns.
5
3
and
picks.
1.
Yeah.
I mean, my quarterbacks only
They're
had 3
5-1.
picks all season. That's all right.
Your quarterback, which
It was
one?
one game.
In one game.
Y'all are in a rotation. And that's not fair.
No, they're not. Richards is out. So Gardner Minshew is your starting quarterback for the 2023 season.
Watch them just go on a streak.
I hope so. Oh, no, not.
No, I was looking up like quarterbacks with the best touchdown interception like ratio so far this season. You know who I saw? Like, I think he was like 1 or 2. It made me so fucking mad. It's Kirk Cousins.
Oh, yeah, because Kirk Cousins because all they can do is pass.
Yeah.
They're
Quite
one-dimensional.
literally.
So
He has
he has the most passing yards, or at least up to week 5. I haven't checked this week.
It probably
He
still.
has like 11 passing touchdowns and I think like 3 or 4 picks.
What?
Yeah, like I was like, that's pretty good. I would
That is
take that
pretty-
on the Steelers.
Still early.
Yeah, it's true.
He does do this.
Yeah.
At some point, he has
Well,
like a 5-week stretch where he does like he looks
He looks good.
elite, and then he
Yes.
falls off a cliff.
Well, normally he still looks good in losing.
Well, they got a primetime game coming up, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's not going to go well.
Let me look at his overall stats. I'll pull that up.
Kirk can't throw. He gets sacked so fast. I forgot Broha is our resident Chiefs fan, and he's the one that Sam hates. That's Chiefsaholic.
Oh, oh, don't hate on them. They win.
Yeah, I
I
don't
like
hate
a
him
winner.
either.
You know,
So Kirk Cousins has 14 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
this season.
How many fumbles?
Fucking hell.
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see.
He's known for the fumbling.
No, that team is known for fumbling too.
Yeah.
Their running backs are garbage.
He is.
Who's at running backs now?
He's fumbled 3 times.
Okay.
One of them was lost.
Ah,
So one of them resulted in a turnover.
Yeah.
So he has 5 turnovers to 14 touchdowns. That's still not bad.
I just
still pretty
can't.
good for Kirk Cousins.
I just can't co-sign with Kirk.
I know.
It won't look good at the end of the season.
I'd just like to see him be on a competent team for once.
It's the best he's gonna do. He's that guy. He can't. He just can't.
There's so many teams that are accompanying. Like the Jets should trade for him at this point.
Yeah, they were saying that in like week 1.
Let him go.
They should, because they're not going to re-sign him.
They're not. But
No, they should get something for him.
I mean, I know you hate it tanking, but
I do hate tanking. It's stupid.
you got Justin Jefferson. You need someone to throw to him. Or you could
Well,
just
they're gonna
scrap it
probably
all.
get rid of
Trade
Justin
him.
Jefferson,
Yeah,
too.
I would.
They're going to do what the Panthers did and get a clean house so that they can get
Did
good.
not work out.
So they can hire Frank Reich once the Panthers fire him.
Let's draft a quarterback with no wide.
I forgot that the Vikings were like trying to upswing because they were like, we're just a coach away. And
Yeah, they always say they're like a piece away, and they're not.
Yeah, their whole defense over.
It's not a defense.
Their
away.
side of the ball.
This whole side of the ball away.
it's still
And a
fun
running
to,
back now.
Yeah.
It's still fun to see them like become New Orleans nightmare twice in the playoffs, though.
Oh, yeah, oh, poor New Orleans.
They have a Super Bowl. I don't feel bad
They
for
got
them.
one. It's just one.
How many do the Vikings have ever?
None.
None.
Yeah.
Which teams have none? The Vikings.
Vikings,
The Texans.
Bills, the Texans,
The Bills. Oh, and the Bengals.
Oh, that's right.
That was a setup.
But I also was genuinely curious, but I knew I was going to.
The Jaguars also have none.
That's true. That's correct.
Do the Panthers have none? No, they have one, don't they?
No,
They've been to one.
to one. Yeah.
Like the Bengals.
Yeah, no.
Wait, teams without Super
All
Bowl
the
wins?
newest teams.
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
teams with
the Browns. Yeah.
the Browns have never won a Super Bowl.
And they won't.
they won't.
No, they won't.
Do the Browns not
They don't
count
deserve
because
it.
they became the Ravens?
That sucks. Doesn't that suck? Oh
Because
god!
Ravens
the
have
Titans
two.
went to win a Super Bowl, which they made it to one, right?
The Titans. They did. Yes,
they
that's
did.
right. They did win.
Yeah, I was happy they did not win. I was thrilled, but yeah, no, that hurts. That has to hurt. Like they just changed their name and they're winners now. It's like,
Another-
not even just winners, like a legacy.
Yeah, like the Ravens. Like
Yeah.
people forget they used to be the Browns.
Yeah, like they're the only person that could be your rival.
So another Brian's mom story. When I was hanging out with her, she was telling me shit when she went to Baltimore and was getting shit by all the Baltimore people because at that point it was only 7 years after the Baltimore Colts became the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
And she was wearing a Colts jersey, and they were like, "You fucking stole our team," blah blah blah. And she's like, "It's 7 years, get over it."
No, we don't.
And she was like, "Do people not get over it in 7 years?" And I was like, "No, I have a friend that's still mad about the Titans
That was
to this
20 years
Yeah.
ago. 20 plus years ago. That was bullshit.
It'd be like, it's never gonna happen. Don't worry. It'd be like the Cowboys getting nixed from somewhere. You think any
Right.
Cowboys fan would ever get over it from leaving Dallas?
Do you think the Steelers fan would get over the Steelers leaving Pittsburgh? Fuck no.
Sam just
the
followed
Steelers
the
to Salt
Raiders
Lake
from
City.
Oakland to Vegas. He was okay with it.
They don't have a legacy of winning.
Also, don't compare us to Raiders fans. We're civilized.
That was rough.
He's talking about jumping ship now.
They have cool colors, Gertz.
I don't have any ill will towards the Raiders. I don't even think about them.
They think about you guys a lot.
I know.
Because of the immaculate reception that he wasn't alive for.
The curse of success.
And I'm suffering from all the success.
Yeah.
Bro, all the Raiders did was raise my taxes.
That's a very fair reason to be to be a detractor, to be a hater.
Yeah, fuck you guys. You're raising my tax.
I would be curious what team Sammy's going to root for if he jumps ship.
Oh, he's already alluded several times. He would be a Bills fan if the Raiders didn't exist.
Oh, okay.
Bills Mafia and all.
Yeah, they've got a good fan base.
Great fan.
He has the
They give
beard.
to charities.
I don't think he can get along with all the whiteness they have, though.
Which ones?
The Bills.
Yeah.
No, he'll go up there to the cold, get pale. He'll be fine.
That'll be enough.
Sammy can be ambiguous enough. He can work it.
Yeah, and I think the Bills, they seem like a pretty welcoming fan base, honestly.
Oh, for sure they are.
Yeah.
No, they seem nice if you want to be a part of them.
Right.
I mean, Colts fans are super nice.
The Bills
I
do have
congratulate
3
you guys.
bars here in Austin, though.
Do they?
One of them is on East 6. I don't know which one it is. No, West 6. And the other one is Nickel City, for sure. I don't know where the
I thought
third one
Nickel
is.
City was. Are they? Oh, I guess they are.
Yeah, because they have a big party when their season opener where they usually have
I
a
thought they were
former Bills
Steelers.
player.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Did you say you were scared of Steelers fans?
No, I thought that Nickel City was a Steelers bar.
Oh, okay. But
No,
Steelers
we
fans.
know where the
I'm afraid
Steelers bar is. We go there all the time.
yeah, I
Oh,
was
yeah,
gonna
Bon
say,
Air still. Yeah. You have to stop by there.
it's funny because like I think Steelers fans talk more shit about the Steelers than any team. Like
Yeah.
any of our
You like
rivals.
Texans fans.
Like,
We like to still
Very
see it.
critical.
Also, you said we have to go there sometime. We've been there. Where have you been?
No one invited me.
We haven't been there recently.
Yeah.
We went to
Trying to make me
this
feel
year.
bad.
We've hung out. We hung out there once, and
Yeah.
he was you didn't show up.
No.
that was the season opener, right?
Season opener.
Yeah.
Oh, but
And-
you did invite me to that one. That one
Yes.
I remember. Okay.
And then
6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
yeah.
Back when the world was young.
the only other time that we hung out is we watched the Cowboys and the 49ers at Celis.
Which I still regret happening.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Oh, wow.
Samantha and I
I would-
watched that on the plane. Boot and a half.
Invite me to the next one, preferably a Cowboys game that we know they'll lose.
Well,
I'm sorry.
he'll be gone for 2 weeks.
God
so
damn it.
It's okay. When the Eagles game comes around.
That'll be a good one. Get Jordan involved.
I think there's an Eagles
Oh
Dolphins
yeah,
game.
time out. I got a special message for you. Where you at, Jordan? Been showing up to every other show, showing up to every other chat. Huh? You don't wanna? I'm gonna clip this and make sure it gets to you. Talking all that shit in the chat last week, huh?
Oh, I forgot Jordan's a Philly fan.
Yeah, he's a Philly fan. But when they lose, where is he at? Where is he at?
Yeah, you gotta take your lumps.
Yeah, you gotta take your. You can't just run away from the chat. You talked that mad shit last week. Got your ass beat. Get out of here.
Him and Josh, man, just not in the chat when they lose.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, man.
I was actually gonna say something to Josh, man, if he was in there. I'd just be like,
Ran away.
You gotta lose gracefully, guys.
I'm here. I put myself on as a martyr. I'm ready. I'm ready to take shots as the Cowboy
You do.
Nation.
You just sit here with just numbness on your face. And you just,
Yeah. In the words of T.I., where they at though?
I was gonna ask Josh, man, if he knew the one lady.
no, yeah,
right?
that was Josh, man.
Plot twist.
All right, guys, we're gonna have a quick commercial break. Then we'll be right back with Pick'ems. But thank you for sticking with us so far.
Yeah, they just use these assets that you can fucking just.
That innuendo or something.
We're back on.
Hex Texan, you asked, has anybody been punished so far? No.
No.
Okay, again.
TJ could not leave without being punished. One more time. Please pass me my backpack.
Oh,
Nope. No. I only get one of those a year. It's all good.
Crack cocaine. You have to do this bump off this key right here.
It's an earthquake.
That's ooh.
Is it that time of
bro,
year?
you just chose.
what is it?
This is the same design on the can. That's just,
What?
what's an earthquake?
What is an
Is that
earthquake?
a 5 loco?
The next level of logo.
Is it? That's what that says.
I've never seen this. Also,
So it is a
earthquake
5
while going to
loco.
Japan is a little bit on the nose, but I'm just.
Oh, it's a different thing. Okay, it's not official for loco.
It's not official for loco, so I
What
cannot.
brand is this?
So
Earthquake.
Oh my god!
I have passengers to make sure get home, so I cannot consume this in its fullest extent. But I will give you a genuine opinion, and probably y'all know me.
I'll drive them home. They're fine.
Does that
I gotta still get home.
say pineapple earthquake?
It's a pineapple earthquake.
Oh jeez.
What?
Pineapple
Bro,
earthquake.
dog, I got work. I was like,
That sounds like a Donkey Kong level. What the hell?
I just want it to be known that there's tiers to punishment. I get punished. The motherfucker, just the brakes come off, but this is like my 3rd week in a row sucking, so.
It's gonna be tasty. Watch.
Actually, it's delicious.
Is it good?
Actually, it's kind of good.
Pineapple's good, man.
I failed twice in a row. It was gonna get. Is that or
What's
blue
the
raspberry?
pickle? You know,
It's coming back. I need to go to Houston. That's
it's
what.
well
the issue.
worth the trip.
It's only in Houston. Only they will allow that disgusting bile to get made.
You want awful things? Go to
It's a
Houston.
neon color.
I can see the yellow through the
You know
red
that-
cup.
Actually, that's so true. Yeah, how is it yellow through a red cup?
Should be yellow.
That's really
Should be orange.
You would think.
That's the same color going in, coming out.
Yeah.
My pee's gonna turn neon.
So I will note that
Dude, that just tastes like the stuff you put on a slushy.
that's what I said. It's
Oh,
actually
wow.
pretty good. So it's like
a fake pineapple.
it's like you're close to a Four Loko, but you ain't got that gruff.
Yeah.
Your pee at the end though.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah. I see cups full of earthquake at my doctor's office.
Hold on. You taste the pee at the end. It's good, and then it tastes like pee.
Oh no.
Stop it.
No, I'm just kidding.
Stop torturing people.
Oh, no, I'm not drinking that.
It's okay.
He puts it in a fancy glass.
You get prizes, you get punishment.
No,
He won.
he got it. He's good.
I'm good.
He'll get his Four Loko.
We aren't wearing our sunglasses. We can't just have it out in the glass.
I normally am a
blind
sheriff,
everyone.
but I cannot put you through this punishment. Also,
You put me through.
I mean, you don't get to you're not part of this. You get to taste. Now, granted,
We can punish Sam now.
no.
I'm already winning everything.
I was about to say, like, now that he's unpunishable at second place, it just takes one bad week.
One, that's all it does. That's
See,
the
I'm telling you, like, it's gonna get me. How do I put it? I would drink this, and I'd be like almost there, but I'm not loco. I'm not going like the eyes are turning.
It took like 4 drinks of the Loco for all of y'all to just be.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell in the eyes. You weren't there.
Yeah. We had to put it down. I did. I was like, I can't drink it.
Y'all are not ready for that Four
I gotta
Loko
sober up for
episode.
2
I don't think we're
hours.
gonna get through the full time because I'm gonna be sitting here. I'm gonna be like,
You missed a pick.
That's right.
It's a whole ass,
Yeah.
When it-
a whole week of picks.
Just for the record, is that Thanksgiving week ish?
not
What?
Thanksgiving week, but around.
Yeah, around.
Yeah.
We'll say around. That's the celebration of the whole Thanksgiving game thing. That's appropriate.
We should plan around it because I will need to take the day off work.
It's so entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right. Well,
Hold on. I'll let Marcos try since you're next to me.
okay.
There you go.
Oh, wow. That is
Jesus,
That is
that's-
piss.
Looks
That does look
exactly
like
like
this.
urine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable putting this in my mouth. It's too yellow.
It's so yellow.
Serge would look at that and be like, damn.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Marcus is not a fan.
No, it has a very chemical taste. Like,
it looks like it.
Yeah.
I don't know what a knockoff Fanta would be.
Oh, God.
Finta?
No, it's earthquake.
Earthquake.
But I'm just saying.
The earthquake has begun.
You good, man?
No, I mean, it's not hit me or anything. It's just more so. Like, that something ain't good for you.
Yeah.
It tastes like something good for you. Like, because Four Loko is so far gone. Like,
Yeah.
like that you're like, I know I'm dying.
I can feel the years falling off my life.
Like, if you don't know, every time I drink a Four Loko, like, if you see me close my eyes for a little bit, it's an internal conversation between me and the devil signing a contract for the years I've given up. It's like, hey, sign this dotted line.
There was another Warhead for Loco at this gas station, so
I know.
Would've been perfect for him right now.
Thor has his hammer. I have my Four
we've
Loko.
already. I was about to say we've already established those are only for special episodes.
Thanksgiving Day special. It's the Four Loko episode. Take off work, Gertz.
Yep.
Sammy's in,
Yeah.
and I get to be entertained.
He'll probably be out of town.
Terrible after that.
It would work out really. So the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, you'll be out of town?
No, I said he'll probably be out of town.
Okay.
I don't go out of town.
Okay, I don't either. I was going to say
Me
that,
either.
that'll work out well because I only have to take one day off. 'Cause we'll have,
I'll probably
we
be
do the
around
show on
for-
Tuesday.
I'll probably be around for the Tuesday of.
Well, I feel
Yeah.
both of you, and I know for sure him. I don't know about you. Like he takes a day trip. He goes home and then comes back the same
I
day.
leave the Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, you leave on Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah, I'm not spending the night in LaGrange.
Yeah, got you.
Dark and spooky.
That makes sense.
Well,
Sorry. He's coming out. No, I'm kidding.
Earthquake inside.
on the note of things that do not make sense, why this got a primetime slot, I'll never know.
This is going to be a
Trevor
tough-
Lawrence. That's why.
Yeah, this is going to be a really hard week.
Yeah.
The Jaguars versus the Saints.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yes.
I'm picking the Jags. They have a win streak going right now. They've won their last 3.
Going Saints.
I feel like Saints are gonna win this somehow.
Yeah, like Jags can only win so many games at a time before they got to be brought back down to earth and be reminded that they're just the Jags.
I'm not the expert that you are on the AFC South, but I don't think the Jags have ever had a season where they have like 13 or 14 wins.
No.
Though they did one year.
With Blake Bortles?
Yeah,
that was the weirdest season.
They had the
That was
one
the weird fucking
Yeah.
season. Yeah.
Because I remember going to one of those games where they beat the shit out of the Steelers.
Like, that's what got them in the playoffs,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, like
Well, they went all the way to the AFC Championship
They
that year.
did.
And they almost beat the Patriots.
almost beat the Patriots. Blake Bortles was Blake Bortles. So, yeah, no, that did not work out.
I don't know how that team was
That was
like
bizarre.
so good, and
The
then they
defense
just
was really
kind of
good.
they just deconstructed
That's-
everything.
No, that was the year they got Saxonville as their nickname.
That's right.
Yeah, that defense
Oh,
carried
yeah.
them to that. But they don't have that this time. So, yeah, I'm going Saints.
I'm still going Jacksonville.
Okay.
I'm going Jacksonville as well.
No one tell me no.
I don't know. It could go either way,
Yeah.
but I just don't, I don't believe in the Jags in that way. So
Did the Bears have a bye this week? Or?
No, they're playing the Raiders.
yeah.
so
No,
yes.
did they have a bye last week?
No, they played. Justin Fields is hurt.
Oh.
As if that matters.
Justin Fields broke his thumb.
He did. How?
Not eating meat.
Yeah. It makes your bones fragile.
Because he's a vegan, right?
He is a
He ain't
vegan.
drinking milk.
He's a vegan.
Nope, nothing.
No calcium.
He's a vegan.
No eggs, no milk, no nothing.
I'll take the Raiders to win,
I
but
am
I'm taking the Raiders.
yeah, I don't want to watch this game.
I'm not watching this. You watching this, Sammy? God help you. This next one's tough.
What? The Colts or the Browns?
Yep.
I'm gonna stick with the Colts. I've not picked against my team all season.
Just can't pick the Browns, man. So
If Deshaun's playing, I'm actually going the Colts.
I know, right? I'm going to wait and see. Right now, I am sticking with the Browns.
fuck, I gotta go Browns, honestly.
But
yeah,
if
the
I-
defense is too good.
Right. But if I hear Deshaun is playing, then I'll probably switch.
Yeah, I might
My
switch.
my moral will not let me pick the Browns.
That
if
team
Deshaun-
rallied around PJ Walker.
They did. Yeah.
That was
Looked like a
very
whole
clear.
different team.
Even if he didn't play well, everyone around him
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, let's get him
It
a
was
win."
similar to the way they rallied around Jacoby Brissett
Yes.
last season. Yeah, like this team does not like Deshaun Watson.
No, no
It's
one does.
No, why should you?
Yeah.
it was a very Rudy type moment where it was just like, well, this guy's throwing nothing but interceptions, but we got him.
Got you. You keep throwing those interceptions. We got you.
The Buffalo Bills go to New England.
Oh God,
Dude.
Bills all day on that one.
If the Patriots win this,
Belichick usually has their number.
I
at
know.
One point.
I'm going to pick the Bills because the Patriots do look.
I just can't.
They look like they've
Yeah,
fallen off. a
they
cliff.
just. It's a lot going on with them.
But Yeah,
I'm picking the Bills, but I also think this has a little trap game.
It does. It totally does. It's
Yeah.
division. Like it's
They're playing
it's
in Foxborough.
weird. Belichick knows how to neutralize the Bills all day, but I just feel like Mac Jones in that offense is just too much garbage to not win.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Next game, another NFC East matchup. We got the Commanders versus the
Sam
Giants.
Howell. Washington. I mean, they're 3-3. They're 500.
No, well, the New York Giants don't have anybody that can pass rush,
They're
right?
scrappy, and Dayball's driving that team into the ground. I don't know if Danny Doms is better yet, but it doesn't. He's not yet. So yeah, Tyrod Taylor's just going to get yelled at more.
Or I don't know what the situation on Daniel Jones is. I think might be game time this week, but
He said he wanted to play, but
That means nothing. And even if he does, like, it's not going to help. So
they looked better with Tyrod Taylor out there, actually.
yeah, I'm thinking Washington has them here.
I
That's
agree.
another division, but like,
I'm picking
I just
one.
have a feeling.
I'm picking Washington as well.
I'm picking Washington, but I'm not very confident on this one.
Fuck.
you feel
I
it
am.
going down.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh
like
God. It is chemicals. You just straight up chemicals.
I had a cucumber sandwich earlier. And
You went from super healthy to that.
Earthquake. Shake it up.
It's straight up way to attack the
Keep your body on
cucumbers
its toes.
themselves.
Oh, that's
Right.
the lesson.
they're having a fight inside.
They are.
No, I'm kidding. I'm Gucci. Also,
Drink a little more.
Stop it.
He's all right.
Sammy said I'll do it.
I said, I know my limit. I have to ride myself.
Well, get your lift. You'll be fine. Earthquake it.
Stop it.
What's earthquake? It mean just stomp all the way back home?
Actually,
It's earthquake.
We're gonna make that a verb, right?
Yeah.
Earthquake it. Are you not earthquaking right now?
Hey, those free sponsorships.
I was about to say, first podcast sponsored by Earthquake.
Oh, God.
They're not even in
Yeah,
business
fucking there's a
anymore.
guitar riff.
Somehow the word extreme gets kicked around.
Manscaped,
Yeah, are you a bitch? No. Then earthquake it.
Manscaped's usually like, we don't mind sharing, but like, you guys are sponsored by Earthquake and Mad Dog now. We don't.
We want away.
Hey, this is no other brand sponsors. Alcohol's fine.
Yeah, you want to put some hair on your chest for
And then
some
shave it off.
Manscaped? Drink earthquake.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Just shave it off.
Fucking, you don't have to drink it. Just pour it on yourself. Dude, I fucking
Slow-mo shot.
I get flagged immediately. Let me get this R. Kelly video out here.
Drip, drip, drip.
The remix edition of my song about pissing.
It's not piss, it's earthquake. Interchangeable.
No part of that joke is fit for 2023.
No.
He's in prison now.
Yeah.
Yes. And Dave Chappelle is canceled.
First voice you hear in Space Jam is R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I didn't even that.
We watched Space Jam on the plane and we're just like, oh yeah, it opens with R. Kelly.
It does.
Yeah.
R. Kelly owned 1995. Is that what year that movie came out?
Six.
Yeah, he owned 1996.
Still a good
We
song.
do not. No,
So is Ignition. Like, we can't do that.
I'm telling. No, like, look, it's every. How do I put it? It's every, especially black people. It's in our internal DNA
Man, with
to
black
stop.
people, it was. I knew a lot of them that would not stop R. Kelly for the long.
I'll take it. And I'm like, no, I'm good.
I'm like, I gotta go. Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
rolling.
my family wasn't black, but my aunts would have weird stories about not stories about R. Kelly, but stories about like, yeah, he could do that. Like, and I was like,
Oh,
no.
no.
And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
you shouldn't say that.
Cosby had the same thing. It was just
Yeah,
like
time out. Rakeem, don't phrase it like that. He was like, his music's
man.
very hypnotizing. Yeah, he hasn't even fucking Pied Piper.
Pipe. He named himself the Pied Piper.
Doggy wore
That's the whole thing. Football. Back to football.
Let's not forget, he wore mascot ironically.
He wrote a song called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Move on.
Dog.
The man was trash from jump.
He's
And
so terrible.
Fucking terrible.
My friend,
Oh my God, no. With no deep cut.
my friend Carlton was like, man, I can't fuck with R. Kelly anymore. I can't be like these goddamn Woody Allen fans. She had me die.
Roman Polanski fans. You're like, no.
Have you seen Rosemary's Baby? It's like,
The world we
On a
live-
less interesting topic, or more interesting. I mean, it's the first interesting game we've talked about in a while. The Falcons versus the Bucks.
Is Baker
I
playing?
think you skipped one.
No, we said
Washington.
Yeah,
I didn't have an input there.
oh, dude,
Who
it's
you
the
pick?
Four Locos taking over.
It is.
Fucking I time
Make
jumped
the
off.
pick. What do you got?
No, shut up. Dude, I had like a sip. Relax.
Hey, earthquake, that's all it takes.
3 sips.
Earthquake is all it takes.
What's that rumbling? It's your stomach. No, it's an earthquake.
It's my kidney failing. It's earthquake.
It's the I'm taking the Commanders. My bad. But in this next game, Falcons. In this next game, Falcons versus the Buccaneers. Man, I put my foot in the Buccaneers last time. Burnt me, but I'm going to do it again.
Foolishly. But
Is Baker playing?
I don't think it matters against the Falcons.
Desmond Ritter's weird.
Well, is he playing?
Baker's also been playing really well. I don't think he's actually
Well,
fallen
he got
off
hurt
yet.
the last game.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was a keep you out next week's game injury or
the
just
Bucks-
a one-off.
will the Bucks
Were
be
they
playing-
wearing the creamsicles?
Yes. Will they be playing Kyle Trask if Baker can't play?
I don't trust Kyle Trask.
Do you trust him over Desmond Ritter?
Dude,
No.
Earthquake doesn't exist, like, in a way. Like, it doesn't have its own...
Oh my God! What did you
Website.
buy?
Search an earthquake malt beverage. Because you're looking for the beer, and that can is way more intimidating, actually.
It's a beer to that?
Dude, it's like a red can. It's kind of scary.
What the fuck?
No, that's the same shit. they just decided to go off. What the fuck is this brand, dog?
What did you buy?
No, time out. Okay, no, show the pic. No, why is that legal?
Can you show that?
Marcos, you gotta show it.
What the hell?
It looks vicious.
Earthquake.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
yeah, there it is.
That's aggressive.
Shit. It says high gravity lager. What is that?
It looks like it looks like diesel.
Imported from the San Andreas Fault.
Oh, the Beerus actually did a review on it.
It's like, why am I drinking this?
Scroll up to just a picture of earthquake. Yeah, with the liquid next to it. Would you want to drink? No. What's a high gravity lager?
I don't know.
It makes it so you can't stand up. A lager that makes it impossible for you to stand.
Removes gravity.
The gravity is too strong.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh wow!
Earthquake is Ninja Turtle ooze.
Marcos bought some science experiment malt liquor for
Yeah, dog.
punishment.
This is how I become an X-Man, dog.
I'm surprised they
Your
haven't
origin
done-
story right here.
I'm surprised they haven't done a tie-in for that, like ooze.
No shit.
Yeah, for Ninja Turtles, like
Liquid goo.
Why
yeah.
hasn't Monster got involved? That would be a great little tie-in.
Monster ooze. Actually, yeah.
Well, Monster has their own alcohol.
Make it Ninja Turtle based. I'd be down.
The teenage part might throw people off.
Yeah, because teenagers don't drink. This is how. Aren't you in advertising? This is, I know this is in 1960s, but you got to get a little corrupt there, Gert.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
There's a thing called the law.
You Don Draper. No, it isn't. Don't you ever forget it.
Well,
Give the people what they need,
Yeah.
not what they want.
Alcohol. We need to get through the day.
next game, we got the Lions versus the Ravens. I'm picking the Lions. I'm surprised the Ravens have only managed to be only
I don't
4-2.
know about that one, actually.
I'm picking the Lions.
I'm going with the Lions, but I'm question marking that. I'm with you. That's
Going
a
Ravens,
tricky.
actually. Yeah,
Hey, that's how you get a W. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'm right a lot.
I wouldn't be shocked if the Ravens.
would I like Goff to get his L? Yeah. I mean, that's like that isn't even me hating Goff thing. That's me trying to look out for the NFC. I need every team.
They only have
Yeah.
one loss, which I feel they deserve more than one loss. Like,
Lions?
I mean, I know they're the Lions. I know they're the new Lions, but it doesn't look right that they only have one loss. The Lions need at least 2 losses about this time of the season. So
They'll get more. They'll play the Eagles or something.
I don't believe in the Eagles anymore. I believe this Lions team could beat the Eagles
They'll play the Titans at some point.
and lose. They might lose against. Yeah, they would lose against the fucking Titans, wouldn't they?
Titans,
I would lose all respect. Matter of fact, any team that loses against the Titans this season, I've lost all respect.
What happens if? Yeah.
Sorry. Jumping back on the Pittsburgh wagon, I guess.
No, you're not
On the
welcome.
Pittsburgh way, we have the Pittsburgh versus
They be
the
dead to
Rams. I'm taking the Rams.
I'm taking Rams. Gertz,
Everyone should take the Rams. I'm taking the Steelers.
you do this to yourself.
Because-
you're not going to win this way.
We're 3-2.
You're a realistic, practical man.
We are
just
3-2.
Be logical for once.
Hey, maybe they'll win for his birthday.
Jesus. No, they're not. It's not going to be like, oh, hit a home run for you. Like, no, you're not going to win.
Hit one for
Sorry,
Gertz.
sorry, Timmy.
Win this game for this poor 34-year-old man. He doesn't have much in his life besides a home and a car and a family, but he needs this.
Functional life.
Yeah.
He needs it, though.
Yeah.
Look at him. Look at this face.
You're an advertising major. You're selling this wrong. Look at this poor 33-year-old stuck in Texas whose car has just committed suicide.
Yeah. It's true.
And then we always circle back. Look at this face.
In the arms of an angel. In the arms.
You just won them a game.
I don't believe in pity wins.
Fucking
I'm picking the
Pittsburgh
Steelers.
Fans, I swear to God. You will get to a point where you have to tank, and I can't wait.
It's not going to happen.
God damn it, I hope it happens.
never tanked.
You're probably right, though.
Next game, the Cardinals versus the Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks.
I am
Seahawks.
too.
I'm going Cardinals.
But
Did you go
I'm
Cardinals?
going Cardinals. I don't believe in Geno Smith.
That's right. You don't. You
Do not.
You do not like.
But he didn't call
don't.
back.
He
Right.
kind of did this the last week. This game that he just played, he gets sacked like 8 times.
Yeah, and that's not good. That was against the fucking Bengals.
He looked bad.
You got to play better against that.
He
crappy
looked
team.
really bad.
I feel like your guys are kind of convincing me that the Cardinals are going to win this game.
They're due for another win.
They're playing in.
They're scrappy. They're scrappy.
They're
little
playing in
fuckers.
Seattle. It's a hard place for a bad team to win, and the Cardinals are not good.
No, they're bad, but it's a very hard place to win. Not just Geno.
Speaking of bad teams, the Packers are
Fuck,
playing the
this
Broncos.
is an awful game.
Yeah.
I'm going Green Bay.
You picked a good time to go on vacation.
You really did.
I'm watching this shit.
You might gain some traction this week. I'm not confident in most of these picks.
I'm going Green Bay.
I'm going Green Bay.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely
going Green Bay too.
I don't believe in the Broncos, and if
should
we all
not.
lose, at least let's agree. To
I will not
believe in
pick the Broncos for the rest of the season.
No, it's no reason.
I have a pride thing with that.
Yeah.
Same. I despise
Alongside the
Sean
Panthers,
Payton
but-
greatly.
They gave a black OC, so now I'm in a conflicted place.
OC is not head coach.
That is right. Still second.
Oh shit, there is only one good game this
Ooh,
week.
and I'm gonna watch that one.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
This actually coming off the loss they had. This one, it's the lottery versus what you don't know with the Chargers and the Chiefs.
I think it's going to be a good game.
It is. Chargers get the Chiefs.
They get after the Chiefs.
They do.
But I'm still picking the Chiefs.
I'm picking the Chiefs too.
A lot of the fugaziness of the Chargers is that they beat the Chiefs a lot. More than they probably should.
Is Taylor Swift coming to the game?
That is true.
That is part of the
That
equation.
is part of it.
If she shows up,
She might.
Kelsey gets a 2-time multiplier.
Yeah. Fuck.
because playing his ass off when she's there.
After that
so.
Cowboys loss, I know they're gonna want it, and they're gonna do good.
We're going to pick Brandon Staley
in
over
spite
Andy
of Brandon
Reid.
Staley. I could just.
But I told
fuck.
you
Well, when you put it that way,
that
no,
you
I
cannot
can't.
trust your gut. You should have gone against your gut.
Yeah.
So I'm going
I
to go
don't
with mine
know.
and go with the Chiefs.
I'm picking the Chiefs. Yeah.
It's gonna be a close one.
Resident Chiefs fan, Broha, they haven't beat us in 2 years.
Going Chiefs.
Yeah. They just play them close.
They do play. Yeah, they play
Now,
the asses
we
off.
do have an immaculate game with this one. I'm super
This is gonna
Sorry,
be a
bro.
good one.
I mean, those are some close games. I don't know.
Dolphins versus the Eagles.
Dolphins.
Tough. You going Dolphins?
Hell
I'm going
yeah.
Dolphins as well.
I'm going Eagles.
I'm going Dolphins too.
I'm going Eagles. Too good of a defense.
Fins up, bitch.
Their secondary's not that good.
Secondary is not that good, but
Tyreek Hill's going to eat.
he might. I feel good about the Eagles winning.
What if Jalen Carter injures?
That's the issue.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like if Tua gets hurt, this will be the game when he gets hurt.
Or that pass rush, yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy pass rush. So no, they don't have.
That's
very
actually
good
a
DBs,
really
but-
good point. I
Yeah.
mean, not good enough to make me change, but a really good
No, the
point.
thing about Tua, if you can knock him off of his,
No, that's
Oh,
old.
Tua, you've been-
That's old Tua.
Yeah. No,
New
fuck that shit.
If you can
He's still the
knock him-
same Tua.
If you can
Oh,
knock
Tua,
him
you've been
out of
practicing
his
jujitsu.
life.
Out of his brain, yes.
Tua has been
Not very
practicing
good.
jujitsu, but Jalen Hurts
That
is
shit-
going to hit him with a judo throw.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. Hurts is from the hood. He doesn't give a fuck. Like, you can keep your jujitsu if you want to. It's an angry young man. Like, he's just going to come after you and just destroy your life. And so, honestly, I think Miami's a little too soft for this one. And
Now, from my mental
that Philly
state,
D's going to get him.
I would love for the Eagles to win because I think going into 2 losses is and then coming into us.
I don't see them doing that.
It's kind of tricky.
Yeah.
But still, I'm still going with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins have lost games that they
Yeah, I
shouldn't
changed
have. Yeah, Dolphins have lost games they shouldn't have lost.
against the Bills. Stop it.
They've only
The
lost,
Bills aren't good.
they've only lost one game. The
Bills
Dolphins.
are terrible.
The Bills are not
No,
terrible.
they're not terrible.
They're
Not
average.
Good. They're mediocre. You're right.
They're
Yeah,
average.
all the good and all the bad.
Exactly.
Average.
Very
They're a
true.
roller
But they
coaster.
shouldn't have lost against them, and they did. So they lose against them a lot, to be fair. But still, no, I think.
This last game.
49ers go to Minnesota and pick the 49ers on a rebound.
Yeah,
I think
I don't know.
Oh wait, now
Don't
is
you dare.
McCaffrey hurt?
exactly. Christian McCaffrey's
It's also prime time. And
Debo
it's Kirk
Samuel.
Cousins.
It is prime time.
That's all I need to know.
I'm picking the Niners, but this got another trap game
I
element
don't
to
think
it.
it is.
I think so.
Gertz. Let me tell you what.
Kirk has fallen a lot of games below 500.
shit's
Like,
gonna be
he's actually
incredibly
due.
one-
It'll be
Inside.
Christmas if the 49ers and the Eagles lose again.
I don't think that's
Why is this?
happening.
Why is this Negro dancing in Shibuya like this? Why is he getting it like this in the middle
earthquake?
of downtown? Yes, he brought the earthquake to Japan, but not the one they were ready for. Like that's exactly what I'll be like in the middle.
That's the advertisement right there.
I think it's going to be an ugly, low-scoring game.
It'll be.
I don't know. I think it's a runaway.
Who
right,
is Brock
man.
Purdy going to throw it to?
Debo. No.
Ayuk.
He's out, isn't he?
Yeah.
Debo
my
has
bad.
rib issues.
Debo's
Then I
out.
come back.
Ayuk did come back.
It's fine. He can find somebody else. That offense is tailor made just to.
No,
make
also it's
anybody
against
good,
the
at
fucking
least for a game.
Vikings defense.
Yeah, and Kurt.
They're so beat up. I mean, I'm picking the Niners,
It's
but
not good. So
I think Kirk has fallen about too many games below 500 where he's going to get some in a row. But I just don't know if he
I
can
don't
beat the
think this,
49ers.
yeah, I don't think this is the time for that. Maybe later in the season.
when he's playing like
Green.
Green Bay, the Bears, and
Yeah, that'll be when he maybe, not against the Niners. Like, yeah, your get right's coming up, Kurt. Don't worry. It's not now.
I'm glad Kirk was just here to watch you say that to him. He needed to hear that from you.
Now you can go.
Kirk, we still think you belong in a better team.
I don't. I think you where you belong.
Oh, come on.
He's mediocre, so he
He's
belongs to the
not.
mediocre team.
He's pretty good.
He's always middle of the pack.
He's always on a bad team.
Yeah. You have a Justin Jefferson. If you have that, you should be lights out.
Justin Jefferson has a Kirk Cousins.
That's his. Yeah, it's sad. That's not good for him. I forced my way out.
I mean, the Lions
We need a wide receiver.
the Lions had Calvin Johnson for like years, and
He left because he hated the Lions so much.
he left. But he also they didn't win anything.
So did Barry Sanders.
Yeah,
They both left because they were on the Lions.
Yeah.
So they retired early.
I'm just saying that like having a super weapon doesn't mean you're gonna win.
It doesn't. You are right.
Pour out one for Megatron.
Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Did you just call Kirk Cousins a super weapon?
Not a super weapon.
Did you want him on
On the Steelers? Yes. Today.
with Matt Canada?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Kirk Cousins
Why?
with Matt Canada because he's better than Kenny
That's
Pickett.
true. And Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, he's better than
Is Mitch
Mitch.
still there?
Yes.
Oh, good for him. What up, Mason?
He's still there too.
Why do you have 3 shitty quarterbacks?
I don't know, but I'd take Kirk over all of them.
Trade them all for Kirk.
Yes.
You don't have a
Are you
backup.
outside your
That's
mind?
fine.
Well, now I get to put you in this position. You taking Dak?
Over Kenny?
100%.
Yes.
Really?
No hesitation. Yes.
Wow.
Kenny Pickett is in the
not.
conversation for the worst quarterback in the league.
Right.
Dak's not.
Okay.
That's how I came to that conclusion.
You sure though?
Yes, 100%.
I kind of trust Kenny more than Dak.
I do not.
Okay.
What on God's green earth has Kenny done?
Kenny is at least consistent.
No, he's literally not.
He is. He's
That's just
usually
your hate
bad.
goggles. 100%.
Yeah.
That's
I love Dak. He's a hell of a guy.
You would be hard.
I would let him date my daughter.
I don't
he
know.
only dates Latinas now.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hard pressed.
Caught himself a good one. I ain't gonna hold you.
A quarterback.
Oh, good for him.
I'm hard pressed to name a quarterback who I wouldn't take over Kenny right now.
Come on.
Baker.
I would take Baker over
Backup.
Kenny.
Tyrod Taylor.
I'd take him over Kenny.
God damn it. Yeah, you
No,
He's
Tyrod
not
is
that
better.
bad.
Are you kidding?
You have a winning record right now.
yeah, because we have Defensive Player of the Year, T.J.
You
Watt.
Well, he couldn't get a sack on Tuesday,
in the
so he ain't
conversation.
that good.
He's leading the conversation currently.
He's a Watt, so he's all right. But no, y'all are winning games.
Yeah,
Some of that had to be
because
Kenny.
no, literally none of it is because of Kenny.
It's actually what is it?
George Pickens is our
Despite Kenny.
yeah. George Pickens is our
Really?
best offensive player by far.
Yeah, he's a good wide receiver.
yes,
But
Who's trapped in the shadow realm. I feel bad for him.
I do too. I don't get why it's like we should be throwing the ball to George Pickens
he looks
12
so
times a
unhappy
game.
when he makes a catch. I've never seen anything.
Well, you know what
like
happened? Hey, look, I'll give you some advice. Threw the ball to CD Moore, and guess what? We won.
Yeah,
Throw to your receiver who's good.
CD Lamb.
Oh, CD
CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, CD Lamb. Yeah, you said CD. Okay, whatever.
No, I didn't.
It's late. You just
It is very late. Yeah, you
I
did.
said CD Lamb.
he said CD Lamb. I
Did
heard
you?
it.
I heard CD Moore.
I heard CD
No,
Moore too.
I said
He said
CD
he threw it to. We threw it to CD.
Oh, he threw it to CD.
I said CD Moore.
Yeah, because he's been non-existent since the beginning.
Don't
of
try
the
it. No,
season.
y'all
Where's
try
he
to
been?
fucking gaslight the shit
Where's he
out of me.
No, I heard CD Moore, but it was
didn't-
CD,
no,
no, no,
comma
that's the way you
Moore.
said it.
All right.
Then you hit me with that. It's late. He's just shut the fuck up.
He's been drinking Earthquake again.
I've been drinking Earthquake again.
I'm trying to gaslight you. I'm trying to end the show. It's 11:20.
I would take a can of Earthquake over Kenny Pickett.
Oh wow!
Shake things up.
Would you take Davis Mills over?
BD Wong
Davis
was
the neck mill.
Yeah, what you have to think about. Yeah,
I don't know. Oh,
that's what you got to think about.
I haven't seen him take a snap in since.
We don't want to
Yeah.
take a snap. If we see Davis Mills take a snap, my season's done.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the show. Please come back on Thursday. It'll be Sam's last show in October before he goes back to California.
Actually, back Tuesday for Halloween.
Oh, well, we might be doing the sports show.
No, we're doing the Halloween show.
What's our Halloween show about?
Figure it out.
What's Halloween?
Okay,
31st.
No, what's Halloween?
That's not the show.
Okay, then. See, I
it's
was
a
trying to say.
holiday.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.